Morning, Cricket. How we doing?
Not
How
as
we
good as
doing?
you. Not as
I'm
good as
feeling
you,
good,
man.
baby. Feeling good. I'm feeling good, man. What did I say? What did I say yesterday? Biggest bet of the day. It
That
wasn't even sweating it.
man said take the 49ers, man. Wasn't scared of it at all. He just wakes up, pisses excellence, y'all.
I was this close from pleasing the Cowboys and the 49ers, too. God, would have had
Oh, that'd have
that
been
one.
a winner chicken dinner, sir.
Winner. Exactly. I wasn't even worried. I was dealing with the crazy kids running around. I didn't even get to catch the full game. All I had to do was check back in and be like, yeah, that's right. Cowboys.
That's right.
They got it done.
I knew what I was doing.
Yeah, that's right. Niners got it done as expected.
Man, yeah, I had a pretty good day yesterday too. I mean, I went 4-2 in college basketball. Then we went 2-1 in the NFL. Player props, we kind of chased our tail, but we did hit the anytime TD parlay, man, at plus 7. It's about 17, almost 18-1. So
Ooh.
yeah, I had Sam Laporta, Brandon Cooks, and Debo, man.
Dude, when I saw Sam Laporta catch that touchdown, I was so jacked for our tight end parlay for the underdog fantasy that we did.
I thought for sure that was kind of a lock, man. I thought Ferguson and Kittle were going to
Oh
get in
man,
there, bro.
Ferg was making so many plays too.
Yeah,
He
that dude's
scored
good, bro.
45 points, and you tell me Ferg can't get in the end zone once?
You know who did get in the end zone once?
Bland, baby. We're gonna watch
That's
that. We're gonna
right.
talk about that. That's great.
I love that,
Absolutely.
man.
Man,
Yeah.
I was sitting there, and he caught that touchdown, and especially since the Lions didn't do much after that, I was like, "Man, we're alive. We're alive." Oh god, I was pumped all day.
Just jacked. Mountains were blue, man. Just jacked.
Matt, yeah, they were. Oh my god.
Hey, how'd the turkey turn out, man? I want to know how the turkey turned out, man.
Should have posted it. So, and my wife blames me for doing this show. The turkey turned out terrible. So I threw that turkey on, and I don't know. Did you not see what I sent to the group?
I didn't see it, man. I didn't see it.
Oh my god! So I go throw that bird on it, as we're doing the show here, and it wasn't even an hour that it was on there, and this thing's supposed to take like 5 hours to cook. So I go out there to check on it because I need to turn it down from 400 to 300. That motherfucker, the thermometer says it's already at 161, and I'm like, it's already done? That was a little too quick, and it's a little crispy around it, but it still looked all right, but so I took that thing off, and I was like, that's not how that was supposed to go. I don't know if it was because it, like, wasn't fully thawed yet, and I couldn't get in the right spot. I don't know, maybe I just put too much. It said to mix the butter and the barbecue sauce on there and then rub that thing down, and that's what I did. I think that thing cooked it too fast because of all the butter and stuff on it. I
Oh,
don't know.
so
But that
it
motherfucker
didn't work
cooked
out
fast.
good.
I cut it open, took a bite, and I go, "Yeah, that's shit." And I tossed that bitch into the garbage.
It's gotta go. Sorry, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Turkey's overrated anyway, man.
Dude, well, then I immediately go to the freezer because this is like 7:30 in the morning, so I still got time. And I was like defrosting some tri-tip, and I had my wife call the mother-in-law see if she needed me to make a tri-tip, and they're like, "No." They ended up having a bunch of stuff. I went to the store and got some more rolls, and we had the Cougar Gold with crackers and whatnot. So we did our part. There was plenty of food.
I was
There's
starting to
plenty
say
of food.
nobody left hungry, man.
No, but I was pissed. My wife was so mad at me. She's like,
Oh, I bet
"I
she
knew you
was.
weren't gonna be able to do your show and do the turkey." I'm like, "I did it. I did
Yeah.
what the directions said. The
Like
son
I
of
said,
a bitch just cooked way too fast."
it would have been the same thing had I not been doing the show at all. I would have still fucked this turkey up.
Yeah. I go, "Don't have the guy that's never cooked a turkey cook a turkey on Thanksgiving."
Yeah, of all the days to pick to put the guy that's never cooked a turkey to make him cook a turkey, we should try this at a sooner date before Thanksgiving, man.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. And I looked at her, I go, "You know the best part about this is?" She goes, "What?" "We didn't pay for this turkey."
Yeah, right. Free
It
turkey,
was
man.
free.
Sorry. All good. It really sucks for the turkey. He gave his life for this.
Yeah. Well, it was a good experiment.
That's right.
He
You'll
was
be
an
better next
experiment.
time.
Yeah, next time we're just cooking tri-tip because that's better anyways. No
I
one
was gonna
cares about
say,
the turkey.
I think we should be doing that anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm done with it. Oh, my father-in-law made some good brisket.
Ooh, I like the brisket now.
Ooh, it was good. How was your turkey day?
It's good, man. It's good. Good. Everybody happy, man. Got the bellies full. You know, I'm not big on the holidays, man. I feel like there's a lot of hustle and bustle for not so much sometimes. A lot of them people I don't care nothing about seeing all year long anyway.
No, my chain, gold on my. My buddy said that. He said this yesterday. He said he said Thanksgiving was his favorite holiday, and I was like,
Boy,
I was immediately gonna be like, no, what the hell are you talking about, right? And then he laid out some points, and I think one of the biggest points he laid out, he's like, you get to eat good food, you gotta do all this stuff, and you don't have to worry about presents and gifts and shit. And I'm like, that is actually a really good point. We do the same exact thing a month from now, but with presents added.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you're right. This is better because you don't have to stress about doing all that other shit.
Now I think about it, you make a great point, sir.
I'm like, okay, yeah, I
Man's
can
on
get
to
behind
something.
this.
Yeah, man's on to
Yeah.
something. I smell what you're stepping in.
Yeah, okay. We got Buku and Patriot 4165 over in the Rumble chat. Good morning, boys.
Morning.
Patriot says she should have bet you that it wouldn't cover.
Yeah, you definitely went under, bro.
Elite Largo's in the house. So good morning, y'all. Can't stay on too long because I'm at my dad's, but I rebounded after that Lions fucked my teaser. Dude, I think everyone rebounded after that. That Lions, we're about to get into that. That Lions bet. Oh my God. Elite Largo said, hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Thanks, buddy. Hope you did too. Yeah, I still can't believe the Lions. Sir. Still can't believe that. The Lions fucked me in more than one way too, so we'll talk about that. We didn't hit any of our underdog fantasy bets, but if you think that doesn't mean we're not going to get right back up in that saddle and do it again today, you guys are crazy.
Yeah,
you guys
man,
are crazy.
We're trying to get in the account. I need steps to check an email, man. Let me in this thing.
Let me see if you can. If you can't, I got a backup.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm in, bro.
We're
I
live.
think I'm in. He might have checked the email or something. Oh, we're in, baby.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
In.
So what are we talking about? What do you mean? Underdog fantasy? Yeah, underdog fantasy. Listen, let me tell you about the easiest way to get some action on the NFL. It's the underdog fantasy and their pick'em games. Yes, pick'em. That's all you got to do. How tough is it? You pick higher or lower on your favorite players, and you can win up to 20 times your money in a single event. All right. They keep it easy, simple. You can use the web or you can use their app. And the best part is if you use promo code Rumble when you sign up, they'll match your first deposit up to $500. It's crazy. Underdog Fantasy is the best and easiest place to play fantasy sports. You don't have to worry about any waivers, trade deadlines, drafts, none of that stuff. You just hop in there when you want to, or a game that you want to watch or you want to partake in. You click the pick'em section, and then you just start betting higher or lower on these things. It's great. You build a little nice parlay, and we're going to show you how we do it. We did it yesterday. If you missed yesterday's show, it was a great show. It was fun. But over at Underdog Fantasy, you can draft your team in minutes. And you saw on the show yesterday, we weren't kidding when we said it literally takes steps 3 minutes to sign up and deposit money in 3 minutes and verify himself. He was ready to go in under 5 minutes. Coach did it on the stream. We had a coach on here yesterday. He did it. If Coach can do it, trust me, I know you can do it.
And Buku did it while he was watching. Had it right there. He laid in the bed watching
Buku
the show.
Did it. It's that easy.
That's how I found out we could actually do it in Tennessee. Because I was talking to him. He was like, hey, bro, here's the underdog. If you want to get on there, I was like, can we do it? He was like, yeah. He's like, there's a couple of the bonuses and stuff that it won't allow you to do. I guess that's what the blacked out states were for. But he said pretty much everything. I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and pretty much all the other stuff. There's just a few ones, like the ones that were like the 2 times, and you can only pick like higher. I think some of those aren't in there. So, but you still got all the other ones. Like I'm sitting here looking at it right now. We'll show you on a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I got the whole thing pulled up, and so I guess it lets us do the majority of it.
Yeah. So over here at Underdog Fantasy, as we're going to show you, you just pick them, dude. You pick them. You can win up to 20 times your money. It's great. It's fun. Puts a little extra spice on the game. And like I said, if you put Rumble promo code Rumble when you sign up, they'll match your first deposit up to $500. And it helps us here on the show. Gets us in good favor with Rumble. Gets Rumble in good favor with Underdog Fantasy. And gets you guys some extra cash in your account. This is a win-win-win. So go check it out. Underdog Fantasy. We will be pulling that up here shortly for the first ever Black Friday game
we
here.
did.
So we have to get on Underdog Fantasy and make ourselves a little parlay.
We did tell them about the sign-up bonus, right?
Oh yeah, you sign up, you get a match up to $500. Absolutely.
So you put in $250, they're gonna give you $250 more to play on, man. You got $500 right there just by putting in $250. So get in there, $100 get you $200. Come on, y'all, get in there, take advantage. That's free money they're trying to give away to you.
They're trying to give it away, man.
Also, this little promo we got going on over at sportspicks.locals.com, where we got the best value in sports handicapping. You sign up now through the end of the month, man. You're going to get 40% off your annual subscription by using the promo code Thanksgiving. Got the great Robert Barnes making the official picks over there. Come check us out, y'all. Sportspicks.locals.com and take advantage of that promo.
Listen, if you listen to us and you tell us on some of these, did we hit one yesterday? No, we didn't. But listen, you tell us on one of these, this is going to be you.
I'm watching.
I'm pumped, baby. I'm pumped. We're going to win today. We're going. We had a chance. We were live in every single one we had. Damn near got there.
Y'all know what Mama said.
I also want to talk about how Christian McCaffrey had like 60-something fucking yards on that first drive for the 49ers. Had a chance to punch it in, get stuffed on the 2. I go, it's okay. It's okay. Give it back to him again. They ain't stuffing McCaffrey twice. You don't stuff McCaffrey twice. What do? They do a little fake pitch play to him, give it to Debo for the first touchdown. And then to pour salt in the wound, McCaffrey gets the second touchdown and then the third touchdown. And I'm like, you son of a bitch.
I see. I love that, man. That was a pretty good look. Like I said, I had Debo first TD score, and then I had Debo to complete the anytime TD parlay. That wound up being a juicy little TD right there at the beginning. I really didn't even care if the Seahawks played like shit after that. I was like, it's all good. We're free rolling in this thing.
It's all gravy, baby, is what he said. It's all gravy, baby. Dude, I was sitting there. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Derby says Lions always lose on Thanksgiving. Yep, they kept that tradition going. Lee Largo said he won by the hook with Mississippi State cover. At a baby, the hook coming in clutch.
Let's go.
I think I texted the group. I go, hey, this looks like the Lions I remember.
Yeah, you did. You did. Everybody's laughing at it and stuff. I was like, yeah, it is the Lions. They're all 7 in a row now on Thanksgiving.
Lee Largo says, true, Derpy. And my dad was saying, did they eat their meal before playing? It looked like it.
It did. Yeah, I think they grubbed out.
Patriot 4665 says, I even signed up on the show. Yeah, Patriot 465 even got it done.
I'm talking about, man. Very easy to sign up, y'all. Get in there and check out Underdog Fantasy, man.
Underdog Fantasy. Speaking of fantasy, real quick before we break down these games yesterday, did I draft the best possible team you could in this league with you? Did I do it?
That way.
Dude, look at that. These two guys alone. Look at that.
Jesus, man. Yeah.
That's two guys.
Poor Jake, man. That's my homie Jake you're playing this week. Jake's had a rough year in fantasy football, man. He's a very informed guy, big Steelers fan. He's had a rough year in fantasy football.
I'm projected to almost get 200 points. So before the day started, he was at 158. I was like, oh, that's a good number. And I was at like 162. And I was like, damn, am I actually supposed to have a close week? This is weird. And this happens. I go, nah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, it's our last week before playoffs start, man. We got 8 teams out of 10 make the playoffs. We still do the 2 weeks per playoff matchup. So this is the last week of the regular season, man. We go to the playoffs next week.
I'm just hitting my stride. Perfect time. Unlike the Lions, who look like dog shit. And what pisses me off is they got the goddamn last second garbage touchdown. If you had over on Goff's passing yards, congrats. He got it all in garbage time. But the Lions look terrible. The reason why I'm pissed is because one, had the Lions in a bunch of teasers and in the contest. They didn't do shit. They didn't show up. Whatever. It happens. I wasn't really too pissed about that. I was pissed about somehow, some way, after scoring 26 points in the first quarter, the under was still live with like a few minutes left in the game. Bro. And the fuckers get that easy touchdown. And I'm like, you're going to steal the under from me too, huh? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I did. I told my girlfriend, I was sitting there looking, I was reading y'all's text and how all y'all were on the lines and the under, and everybody's like, boo. And then I'm like, that's a nice little win, boys. All right. Then I was like, maybe I should have read their messages before I went bragging about my victory right here. That's all right. Y'all got to do it on the Seahawks game. We all it was a wash, man. Everybody got a little money.
Yeah, dude. Hey, so much for primetime unders, man. Every game went over. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is crazy. I bet the like I said, I had the over in the Packers lines and had the Packers, but I just went with the Cowboys. I thought it would totally be a game where the Cowboys won like 38-3 or something. So I just didn't even touch that the total in that one or in that Seahawks game. You know how it is in the Seahawks game, man. It was in no man's land. Between 42 and 45, we just don't I don't even look at them anymore.
I wasn't even worried.
Wasn't even worried. Never a doubt.
Wasn't even
Never a
worried,
doubt.
man. I told you, Niners in the over. That's right.
That's right. Oh shit.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
I'm
That's
pumped.
good stuff, man. Good call.
I'm
That's a good
pumped.
call. I'll give credit where credit is due. You did. You said that one. I even told my girlfriend last night. I was like, Will tried to tell me all fucking week long. I was like, I think I might have took the Seahawks simply out of spite. I was like, after a while, I heard all y'all on it. I was like, fuck it, I'm going Seahawks. I couldn't back off of it.
Listen, I watched this game 3 times yet last year. Happened the same exact way, and I go, "What in the world this season makes me think that this is going to be any different?"
These games are literally almost like carbon copies of each other every time.
They are. When you have offensive line issues, the last team you want to face is the 49ers. They'll punch you in the mouth.
They about broke poor Gino last night, man.
God, the only reason why the Seahawks even got a touchdown was because of a pick six.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit. Oh, bro, and I was sitting there betting the 4th touchdown score at the time. I sat there and stared at Seattle defense just because San Francisco was on offense, and I was like, I'm going to throw a couple dollars. It was like 20-1. I was like, I'm going to throw a couple dollars, and I was like, don't waste that money, bro. That's never happening. And I'm just sitting there, and the play right before the pick six got tipped, and they almost picked that one off. And I was like, whew, glad that wasn't a defensive tutty. And then sure as shit, the very next play, it lands right in dude's hand, and he just walks in. That's why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, it is. Heavy Step says, clock in, have a few minutes on the shitter at work. Add up, baby. Add up,
hey,
baby.
man, shout out to you, bro, because we're sitting here trying to log into Underdog, and it was like, check your email. We don't recognize the location or the device. And I was like, oh, shit, we ain't going to be able to get in this thing. You must have already done that, sir, because it let us in. We appreciate you.
Buku says, greatest clip you've got besides good old Page. Didn't see that coming from you, Will. That's not a clip yet. I just have it pulled up on I just got it pulled up on YouTube, but I am gonna clip that one out. Last night I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh, that's exactly the song I need. That's the song I need for this morning.
It's your walkout music.
Appreciate it, sir. I appreciate it. Yeah, dude. When we hit, you know what? I added on to the bet too. I showed you guys in the thing. So I was trying to bet. I was pissed off because Bet Online was having issues. You could bet every fucking thing you wanted. I tried it on my phone. I came in here. I got on my computer, tried to do it. Same thing. You could bet everything you wanted other than when you clicked on the player props and you tried to click the button or the little spot where you start punching in numbers for how much money you want to put on it. It just wouldn't select. Like it wouldn't recognize that there was a slot there. But if I were to go to San Francisco -7 or whatever, it would work. But it wouldn't work on like a first touchdown score.
I was part joking when I said this in the chat, but I was part serious too. Do you think that's like an overload on the server or something? Somebody that's not used to having that many members, and you think right before game time?
No, because they know they do this every single year.
That's what I'm saying. You should be prepared for something like that. You know, everybody's off work. Everybody's gonna be betting all day long.
And I was like, okay, maybe it's just first touchdown score. So I went to anytime touchdown score. That didn't work. And then I went to like, okay, well, I want to go over field goals on this or whatever. And it wasn't fucking working. And I'm like, huh,
bro.
All right.
You saw how mad I was getting messing with trying to get into Underdog before we came on the show. Like you saw how pissed I was getting when technology doesn't work the way I think it should. When stuff like that's happening, I will lose my mind, and I'm probably better off not even putting the bet anyway because I've already got all these bad vibes swirling around me, and I'm going to lose.
This is why I was pissed. This is why I was pissed because I was trying to get our guy Reed for first touchdown at 19-1.
Oh my god, that was money too.
So I'm sitting here and I'm like, just take my fucking money, and then I miss out on that one, so I'm pissed. And I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Okay, maybe it's just this game. Gave it a few hours. Then we're in that in-between spot with the Cowboys game. And I was trying to get in there to do Ferguson first touch and obviously would have lost. So I'm like, books, just take my money. Just
please. I'm trying to give it to you.
And then it wouldn't work. And then I got pissed. And I said, all right, motherfuckers, you want to do this? And I teased the Cowboys down and I teased the Niners down. I said, fuck you. Boom. Threw a couple $100 on that and walked away.
Double unit bet it. Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck you. All right. And then what I should have done was please it to really get them good or just left it straight and just said they're both going to cover. And then Yeah, but I was mad at the moment. I went to my bread and butter, my teasers.
That's right. That's all right. At least they made up that first touchdown score for you. You got some of it back.
Yeah, got
And
some
they
of it
saved you a
back.
little money on that Ferguson TD.
I guess so. I guess
Does it does it
it's a bright
doesn't
side of
matter.
looking. It's
Doesn't matter.
principle. It's the principle.
It's principle. Make your
I
shit
wanted to
work.
lose that money. I
Yeah.
wanted to lose it.
It's my money. I can do what I want with it. Bet online. Wake up.
Oh God, Steph says on the toilet Thanksgiving food has reached the exit hole. Thanks, man. Patriot
Yeah.
465 says TMI Steps.
Appreciate that lovely description, sir.
Steph says we all take shits. Patriot says not in the chat.
Not in the chat. We don't, bro. I love these silly goose times we have around here.
Louisa says I'm
Man.
waiting on those Cricks college football picks. They're coming, dude. They're coming.
I've already got. I just got to type them up, man. I got to type them up after the show this morning. I'll have them up by about 10:30 my time. So by about 10:30 Eastern, I'll put them on the Twitter and on Sports Picks, and I throw them up on Facebook too. So they'll be up about 10:30 this morning, man. You should have plenty of time by noon to get them in.
If you want, I'll just dance while you do it right now. If you want.
No way. I'll be like, yeah, go with your best guess today, guys. Just pick what you want.
That's what you get here, boys. That's what you get.
That's right.
All the new people that signed up or subscribed to the channel yesterday is probably thinking, the hell did I subscribe to here on Rumble?
Yeah. Well, who are these fools up here bright and early in the morning? Like, they probably ain't even been to bed yet. They've been up all night drinking. No, we actually did go to bed.
This
We get up bright
motherfucker's
and early
still
in the morning.
drunk.
Yeah. Speaking of drunk, I got to get a refill real quick.
Some of them are probably
I'm
like,
like, look, you got to shut the fuck up. You that plays over.
hey, speaking of over on Rumble, it's been fun, YouTube. It's been fun. But guess what? We have to say goodbye. I am ending the stream over there. You need to come over to Rumble. Go to Rumble, look for Game On Show. I'm not even going to drop the link over there. All right. If you want to tune in, we got a few people watching over on YouTube too. Come over to Rumble. You want to catch the rest of the show. See ya. Bye-bye. There we go. Hasta la vista. Boom. And Twitter, same thing, Twitter. It's been fun. Or X, or whatever the hell your name is. It's been fun. But come over to Rumble. Goodbye. Booyah. Now we're just on Rumble only. I love it. I love it. I think this is working out pretty good too. Doing this little switch, ending the streams over at other places. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, the Packers game. Packers get a win. You know what? Well, Cricket likes to say that I always find a way to have a spin on things and set myself up in a good situation to where even if it looks like I lost with the Lions yesterday, I'm still winning elsewhere. My my Vikings to make the playoffs ticket's pretty much a lock, so we can lock that in. My Vikings to win the division ticket still got some hope now. Still has some hope. Like I said, it's going to come down to the end of the season anyways, when the Lions and the Vikings play 2 of the 3 final weeks of the season. But Cricket, I was just telling them that, like, I'm still alive. Like, even though I lost with the Lions yesterday, I still won because my Vikings to win the division ticket's still alive now. It's still alive. Especially like if they win this weekend.
Yeah, every bet you make right now, I feel like is hedged one way or another.
Well, this is hedging season, you know.
It's hedging season, gardening.
This is when I'm making my bets at the beginning of the season before it starts, and I'm doing these futures bet. This is what I have in mind. All right, I'm like, how am I going to be in a spot where we can guarantee a winner?
Yeah,
and I look for those bets that are going to put me in those spots, and here we are.
See, most of the country gonna have to start trimming their hedges and stuff till about April or May. Man, our gardening season is in December, huh? Late November, early December. Yeah, that's fair. Makes sense.
Oh man, but think about it, dude. The Lions look like they could stumble here, right? Like they could stumble a little bit.
Well, I think it was you that posted that Homer Simpson meme or whatever. That yeah. I didn't realize that out of those teams, that record right there, it looks a lot better than it really is. A lot of them teams they've been beaten up on pretty bad, man. They got a team in the Packers that have kind of looked decent the last couple of weeks, beating the Chargers, now going to Detroit and getting it done. So it looks like the Lions may be kind of posers after what I saw the last 2 weeks. I know they won against the Bears, but They played bad in that game, man. They had to come back from 12 down with 3 minutes to go. This could very easily be a 2-game losing streak right here, and they got bailed out in that one and looked bad yesterday, bro.
It did. It did look bad. Sorry, I'm trying to pull something else up here. I don't know, man. I think they stuck to the ground game, which I think was smart, but they just couldn't get anything well, I get turnovers, man. I guess how turnovers are so unpredictable. I'm wondering how long this is going to continue, but they had like 6 turnovers in the last 2 games and 5 the previous whatever games of the season. So obviously you can't win when you turn the ball over and giving them a pick 6, right? Giving them or I guess a fumble 6.
I wish it had been a pick 6. I had over on Jared Goff's passing yards. I mean, over on his interceptions. I wish it was a pick 6.
Yeah,
I thought for sure that dude would throw a pick yesterday. Nah, man, I'm with you. They just, a lot of people were talking about them being for the number 1 seed and all this stuff, and I'm like, this is not the number 1 ranked team, man. I think they're going to lose a couple more at least like this, and I mean, this looks more like a, it's already sitting there at 8 wins. We have to look at their schedule and stuff, but this could easily be an 11-6, 12-5 team when it's all said and done.
Or they could spiral out of control like the Lions we know.
Totally could do that, man. Totally. Like I said, the last 2 weeks, you've not looked good out there. Not looked good at all. Turning the ball over. I thought I had Jahmyr Gibbs over on his receiving yards yesterday, 27.5. He caught 3 for 19 on that last drive. You don't get to watch every play of the game with all the Turkey Day stuff going on and everything.
When he got dropped at his feet, got short that were short at his feet.
It was awful. He should have had 90 yards receiving. He should have tripled that thing. And I was like, surely he's gotten over catching, 3 for 19. And it's like, nope, that's the only 3 he caught all day.
Those are the 3 he got. Yeah, I was looking at this. I'm like, well, that's done. Cricket, this is what Patriot 4165 wants to say to you.
I'm like, look, you got to shut the fuck up. You that play's over.
He wants us to talk about the Cowboys game, so I'm gonna go get a refill as you stick that on.
That's fine. I was like, what I do deserve that, man? My bad. Oh man, your Cowboys look good yesterday. I think Deron Bland is a straight gangster. I love watching that guy play the game. He got great instincts, great ball skills. That run he made to get the pick 6 at the end, I thought he was going to get all the way down to about the 5 and get tackled. That man looked like a running back after he gets the ball in his hands. He gets out in the space, makes moves on people. That dude is a straight stud. I love seeing history, man. I love seeing stuff that's never happened in the history of the game. We've been playing this game for over 100 years. All the seasons, all the games that have been played. That man did something yesterday that ain't never been done in the history of the game. And you can't even put no asterisks by that thing. He didn't take the extra game to get it done or none of that. He did that shit in week 12. So you could take your asterisks and shove it up your ass for any of you out there that do not think that man – I love seeing that guy, man. That guy out there is like, I thought we'd have to wait a couple weeks, but he just comes out and says, I'm going to put this to bed right now. That dude is on another level, and I can't imagine what that Cowboys defense would look like if Trayvon Diggs was still healthy out there. Whew, I don't know if anybody could score a point on these boys if that man was still out there. But your Cowboys look good, Patriot. Get the 45-10 win. It was a little close early on right there, but, man, the Cowboys are clicking on all cylinders right now.
This is me when I make futures bets.
Is that I never ask my clients to judge me on my winners. I ask them to judge me on my losers because I have so few.
That's my next clip.
These clips, man, I think we could really run with these clips. I still want Cool Running.
I know.
Open the show.
I got the list.
Shine. It's butt whipping time. I want that one so bad, bro.
Yeah, dude, Bland getting that one. I think I got it pulled up here. Let me see.
Yeah, I think it's on the Twitter. It's on the timeline on Twitter. Patriot tagged us in it. I know. I was looking at it just a minute ago.
Here we go. Yep. Right here, my man. Standing at top of the leaderboard in the NFL for pick 6s in a single season.
10. There it is. This is history.
This is history. Now look at Sam Howell's trying his best to screw up history.
I didn't think there was any way he was going to be able to get an angle on him. I thought Deron Bland was at the blow by him. Shout out to Sam Howell for trying. He didn't want to be that guy that gave up that record.
Take it the distance. This will be the record.
I thought he was going to get him right there. What a move right there, bro. The little jump cut from the DB. Jump cut made dudes run into each other. That man looks like a running back. He looked like Jahmyr Gibbs out there.
If we could pause 26. This like I am right here. have it paused, and you could bet, was he going to get in at this point? What odds would you give me that he was going to get in?
Oh man, you can't feel good about
Actually,
it.
right here. What if we were pausing it right here? What odds would you give me that he's getting in?
Yeah,
I would have taken him because my man was on a mission. My man was determined. And he, boom!
Oh, they ran into each other.
Has a pick six. It's never happened.
Look at Dan
Was that
Quinn.
fifth? I thought it was 6.
Dan Quinn. That's what Dan Quinn's doing right there is exactly what I was doing on my couch. It couldn't have been 5 minutes before. My girlfriend walks through and I was like, I really want to see this guy break this record. And he gets the pick, and I'm just screaming, "Go!" God, I looked like a bigger Cowboys fan than Patriot yesterday when that shit happened, man. I was screaming like a little girl on my couch.
I didn't get to see it, so I was like, "Oh, I forgot to tell you about my Thanksgiving stuff." It was just crazy, man. We were gonna go over there early, and then have the kids take a nap there, but then other people were showing up there, and we were like, and the little one got up way too early yesterday, so then we're like, "Well, we'll just put him down early." And for some reason, why my wife thought, let's not put both boys down. So my 3-year-old stayed up and didn't take a nap, and why she thought that was a good plan.
That's miserable, bro.
She thought he's done it before. She thought Cal was going to take a short nap. I don't know why. He took a 2.5-hour nap. I'm like,
he was good to go. He was ready to go.
This one was losing. Ace was losing it himself. My 3-year-old, he was losing it during the nap time. I'm like, holy shit. And we're at that point where, well, we can't put you down now. Yeah. And so listening was very tough while we were there.
Oh, I'm sure, bro. That's
for both
tough
boys.
for a 3-year-old anyway. And
dude, we walk in and the one that took a nap just starts walking around and just starts crying. And I'm like, what? You're not the one that was supposed to have an issue right now.
You have problems right now. You got everything you need.
I was looking at him. I was looking at my 1-year-old like this when he was crying.
Like, look, you got to shut the fuck up. That play's over.
Hey, you totally feel like that sometimes, but yeah, if they don't get a nap, bro, come about 5:30. Oh, it's a bad day usually.
Oh my god, he came in. Yeah, I didn't even get it. I was just looking at him like, dude, this is how we're gonna start this off. I go, that play's over, dude. That play is over.
Play's over, bro. You gotta shut the fuck up.
I'm like, dude, look at all this food. Eat that,
bro. Cool, man. Here we good. We good today, man.
My God.
But shout out to Deron Bland, man. Good shit.
Yeah, but so I was checking my phone because they were all they're all Seahawks fans there, so they were getting ready for the Seahawks game. I'm like, oh yeah, what was the final score of the other game? And I saw it was 45-10, and I'm like, there definitely had to have been a defensive touchdown. And then so I pulled up and I'm just scrolling to see the scores, and I'm like, Bland, he got it.
I know, and I was totally like, we were texting the chat. And I was like, I'd said in all caps, like, Deron Bland is a gangster. Let's go. And all this stuff. And like about 25 minutes later, you were like, Deron Bland got it, guys. And I was like, welcome back, William. Glad to have you back in here, man. We'd already been talking about it.
I saw there was like 50 texts, and I didn't want to scroll up. And I'm like,
isn't it amazing?
He probably said this. I go, they probably said this.
If you go with about 10 minutes without checking that chat on a day when football's happening, like the weekend, you're going to look back down. You're going to have 80 text messages in that thing. That's why sometimes I can't even go back and read them. I just try to jump back in on the latest ones.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that was good stuff.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him. That's cool, man. I love seeing history.
We love seeing history. Oh, God. That is loud in my ears right there. Okay. Yeah. Good stuff. So, not much else to take away from this game. Commanders suck. Cowboys look good. Beat up on another bad team. 5-0 at home. Congrats.
Yep.
Dak, thank you for the 4 TDs. 3. I think we nailed it yesterday, though. Cricket, when we were like making our picks for underdog fantasy, and we're like, Turkey Day, Dak, 300 yards, done.
Yeah, we said Dak was going to have a big game. Wasn't even a sweater at all. How many you wound up throwing for?
331.
Yeah, man.
We didn't even need the rushing
over
yards.
298. Yeah, we had over 298 and a half passing and rushing. Didn't even need take them rushes away, man. We don't even need you to run the ball.
We don't need that shit. You could have got negative rushing yards, and we're good.
Yeah.
Oh man, Curtis Samuel though, 9 catches, 100 yards, good for him.
Man, I knew he was going to have it, and I picked him. I had Brandon Cooks, Jake Ferguson, and Curtis Samuel in that game. I sprinkled just a little bit on all of them first TD score, and they did a special on Curtis Samuel before the game, and I was like, I love it when I bet somebody first TD and they do a special on them. That's usually a lock, man. That's usually a lock.
Yeah, they know something. They know the game's first drive script.
I don't know why I didn't just turn around and bet his over on all his props then when that happened. It worked out. I bet the over on Brandon Cooks, so it worked out good.
Buku says he had his 6.5 point teaser at noon today. Oklahoma minus 2.5, Iowa plus 9, Memphis minus 6.5, Miami and Boston over 42. That a baby.
I like it.
Baby. I like it. Super James says looks good. What up, Super James? Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Patriot for 165 says Gabriel's playing Sooners win and cover at home. They owe TCU an ass whooping for last year. Yeah, they do. And TCU, that's all they've been doing is getting their ass kicked. Well, let's move on to the 49ers Seahawks game. Went exactly as planned. Christian McCaffrey, man, 114 yards, 2 tutties. I was sitting there, Cricket, and obviously I'm rooting for my
first TD.
Christian McCaffrey first touchdown. Yeah, and they boosted it. So I already bet it, and then I put the booster on it too. Got like plus 415. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, here we go. So right as this is starting, like the Niners are driving. Apparently, in the room next to where I was at with the TV, everyone. So my wife has a big family.
Yeah,
she was one of 7.
Holy shit!
Like almost everyone and their kids and everything. There was a ton of people at this place. Somehow they were all in this living room and they were doing my mother-in-law likes to do these things where when everyone's at the dinner table, she's got a little card and you write down like what you're thankful for. And then that's what they were doing. And the other thing was going through and reading those. Okay. I didn't get to fill one out because I was too busy taking care of kids. Because I told my wife, there's no way in hell we're both going to be able to eat. You eat, enjoy. I'm going to come in when I'm going to come in. Yeah. And I'm like, I'll come in when everyone's done and I'm going to sit down and eat dinner. So I didn't get a chance to fill one out because I came in late, right?
Y'all listen to this real American hero right now. He got his wife's pregnant with twins, man. And this man says, sit down. I got the kids all good. Didn't even get to fill out his thankful card. That's when you just
walk in. It wasn't even my kid. It wasn't just my kids either. It was everyone's kids that wouldn't eat. I go, you're going to come into this room with me? We're going to sit around here?
We're going to hang out. That's when you just walk in with all of them, like kicking and screaming in your arms. Like, I'm thankful for children.
Oh, you should have seen it. I was Ireland. She was showing me how to put shoes on her doll and whatnot. We had these nice, cool silver shoes. Like we were having a good time.
Big time.
And then I turned on Coco Melon on one of the iPads and instantly like 4 of them all are huddled around.
Oh, isn't it amazing?
I'm like, yes.
Coco Melon is like drugs to them. It's unreal, bro. They just get locked in. I'm like, I catch myself locked in, singing along with those nursery rhymes.
What is JJ doing? What is he?
What?
Yeah.
Baba Black Sheep? What?
Yeah. Now how's that? Wait, how's that a blue sheep now? No.
Yeah. So apples and bananas.
So anyways, the game started and they're doing the reading stuff and I'm not in there yet. And I'm the last one. And I'm like, my mother-in-law kicks it off with something very, very emotional and is like giving us an emotional speech.
Oh,
I'm like, well, I'm not about to walk in and ruin that right now. I can hear it. So I go, I'm good. I'm staying over here. I go, I'm definitely going to get in trouble for this because I hear my boy screaming too. My wife.
I'm like, you just walk around, she's just cutting them eyes at you. You're like,
I hear her saying, where's your dad? And I'm like,
yeah. Oh, I was taking care of all these other kids. My bad.
Well, there's no one with me. I'm just sitting there staring at the TV like this, hands on my knees, watching this McCaffrey thing. And I'm like, oh my God, if he gets in on this touchdown, I can't scream. Because if I scream while my mother-in-law is
when I was going to say she gets done with her speech and all of a sudden you're cheering for Christian McCaffrey, he thinks you're cheering for her. You're just going, you're like, yes, fuck,
Christian McCaffrey, first touchdown. Oh my God, my wife would have killed me. She would have killed me. She still came in. So my littlest one ran in there at one point, like when my mother-in-law was done and they're reading just all the other stuff. And I'm like, okay, I think it's safe. But my littlest ran into the room I was in. And so I was playing with him and showing the stuff. A couple minutes later, my wife comes in with the other kid and she's looking at me like, where the hell have you been? I'm right here. I go, I'm right here watching the little, what do you mean? And she's like, you weren't there. He wasn't there the whole time. And I'm like, yeah, I'm watching him now.
Yeah. I was going to say, God,
I didn't want to tell her. I didn't want to tell her there's an emotional mess going on in that room. And I didn't want to walk in on it. All right. Yeah. I didn't want to break the vibes. I didn't want to screw anything up.
Yeah, walking everybody stares at you. You're like, I can't follow that up. I don't have a speech. I have to follow that up.
I haven't had enough beers yet.
Yeah. Yeah, get the whiskey out. I'll be talking to everybody.
My brother-in-law looks at me and we're just talking and whatnot. And this is like shortly after we got there and things get a little settled down. And he looks at me and he's been taking whiskey shots like all day long since like before noon. And this is like 4:30. So I'm like,
Oh, he's
I'm
real
getting there.
yeah.
Oh yeah. So we're just talking. He looks at me and goes, "You want to take a shot?" And I'm like, "This is a one-legged duck swimming in a circle. Yeah, let's go. Come
Who do you think you're talking to? Come on."
Yeah. Oh man, it was good. It was good times. But yeah, you know what also was good times? Just not even having to sweat this Niners game, man. 31-13, ass whooping. Kind of felt like it was close, but never really. I mean, Seattle on offense, if you just when you're and you're at a house with a bunch of Seahawks fans and it's halftime and they know the game's over. Like
you're in a good spot.
There's no
you're in a good spot. Yeah, they come out, they get that pick six, and I was like, okay. And then they got to stop and they started driving a little bit and they just stalled out. Just so they drive down there. That once again, that red zone offense is just abysmal for the Seahawks. And they get down there in the red zone and they stall out again.
Yeah.
Golly. Can't have nothing nice. Yeah, we can.
I mean, I had nice things.
I was we had a good day, man. I ain't even mad at that one. I told you after Debo got in there first TD score, and I just doubled down on him. I was like, I wasn't even mad. Didn't even care. Didn't really need to watch the rest of the game. Probably shouldn't have.
You see my guy Kittle, man of the people.
Yeah. This guy is a man of the people, bro.
My man's running.
Well, they got the Seahawks. They go Eagles.
Look at that, and it's not burnt. How about that?
I think that turkey looks better than yours, bro.
Ravens next.
Look at this. Somehow there's a bunch of Niner fans right here. I was shocked to see a bunch of Niner fans right there, but look at just tossing turkey up to the fans.
Look at this guy. He's got the
He's throwing turkey legs. George Kittle is definitely a man of the people. I'd vote for him for president.
Absolutely. Cricket, did you see this?
Man, you're killing it, bro. You're right there. You got a 2-0 already?
Yeah, we got the kids all by the way, getting home last night, I finally got to do something for the first time in my life, and I was so pumped. My son, neither of my boys have ever passed out in the car. Never.
Really?
I'm a 3-year-old.
How is that?
As I was telling you, they just don't. It doesn't matter how tired they are. Those motherfuckers are like zombies. They're just sitting there.
That shit is like giving your kids a Xanax. I feel like they get there, they get rolling down the road, out like a light,
iPads
man.
and everything. No, they just and it's a 40-minute drive home, right? So
and they didn't fall asleep at all after a day like that. Even the little homie didn't have a nap and didn't go to sleep.
He did for the first time, and he's like out. Like head forward out.
Oh, sleeping hard, drool running down.
Like
that good sleep.
Yeah, my daughter's taking selfies with him.
He got that 21st birthday sleep going on, man.
Yeah. So he's out. So I got to carry my passed out son up the stairs and tuck him in and go put him into bed for the first time. I was like, yes.
Man.
You know how when they're all dead and then
you're just
like,
ain't much like that. Yeah, ain't much better than that, man.
Yeah, so I finally got to do that. So we did that. So after we got everyone all settled in, put all the kids to bed and stuff like that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna come down here. Sat down at this computer. I'm like, let's just check and see how the picks and stuff went on the contest. Sure enough, I pull up to this one. I was so nervous that I'm like, don't tell me I had Detroit in this one too. I didn't. I had Cowboys and I had Niners.
Who you got the rest of the way?
Let me pull it up. But yeah, and I go, I'm currently in 24th. I'm about to win this goddamn thing, huh? I'm hitting my stride.
Let's
go,
stride,
baby.
Is that the free
one?
I
go 5-0, so I get the. You have to pay. You have to spend $25 a week. Yeah,
that's right.
But this is the one where if you go 5-0 in any given week, you get to split part of the 8,300.
Okay.
And then
you've done that a couple times now.
And then I think if you take first, you get 40K of this 200,000.
Damn, Applebee's on a date night.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see what my remaining. I'm gonna change my picks. So many.
I was gonna say, can you change your picks in this one throughout?
And these lines are locked. Like they don't move like on my bookie. So
I like that. Lines. I like lines that don't move and ones that you can enter all the way up until kickoff. I tell you, I don't think I'm doing that run your pool next year, man. I hate that shit locks after the first game. I want to change games so bad by the time I get to Sunday and it locks after the Thursday game. I hate that. I didn't know
Well,
that.
yeah,
I
it's like
probably
on our
would've got it.
ESPN one, you can change it
I change
up
those
until the game
constantly.
kicks off. Yeah, I know you do, and it's working.
That's what I'm saying. I look at those lines and see them move. I love that they set them and forget them because I sit and watch those move. I'm like, oh shit! Especially when you get like the last week, like the Bears plus 9.5, and it goes all the way down to 7.5. I'm like, well, I got to take that closing line value right there.
Oh yeah,
Give
I'm
me that.
definitely changing my picks. I've got Titans minus 3.5, Eagles minus 3.5, and Raiders plus 9. I got Eagles the line's at 3 now, so I'm probably not going to play the Eagles minus 3.5. And then the Raiders, I want to play the Raiders. I feel like the Raiders is really sharp at plus 9. But then I
think it
did
is,
see,
bro.
that the Raiders statistically their offense this season is worse than the Patriots. I'm like on paper.
But how bad
like,
is the Chiefs? They haven't scored a point in the second half in 3 straight games.
You know what the move here is? Neither of these teams, the Chiefs or the Raiders, they're the two worst at scoring points in the second half.
So bet
So
the over.
you just bet under 20.5, or you just wait till a live line comes out at halftime and just bet the halftime total under.
Yeah.
It's going to come out 21.5.
That's the spot where we usually like, nope, they're due. Let's just go over this time. Because I know if I bet the under, I know since like they've not been scoring for weeks now, and they'll just come out and somebody will probably return the opening kickoff of the second half.
Yeah, man. So I got it, man. If I can pull off 3 more wins this week and go 5-0, I've got to be right. I got to be in the teens at that point.
Man, I feel you, bro. You're right there in it. I want to look at
Current
Super
leader,
Football
Jesus,
Podcast.
the current leader. I don't know if he had 3 picks. I don't know how many picks he had yesterday. I just know his current total is 42.5. So he's 5 full points ahead of me.
Does it say how many, if he's played any yet or what he is?
No, it doesn't tell me that. It just shows me the total. So he's at 42.5. And the guy in second's a whole 1.5 behind him. Jesus, he's at 41.
Maybe he had Lions, Commanders, Seahawks yesterday.
Maybe.
We'll keep our fingers. Hey, doesn't hurt to wish, man. Manifest it.
Oh man, but yeah. So
we're not pulling against him. We're not pulling against him, man. We're just pulling for you.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Did you lose me?
No, you're good. We're good. Everybody's good.
You might lose me here in a second. My computer's bugging out. I've got the swirly Mac thing going right now.
Well, you're good. You're not even freezing up. The live's still running. You're good to go. I mean, you're not even freezing, glitching at all. You're moving just fine, man. So you still
I might have to exit out everything though, because I can't do anything right now. Hold on. I'm gonna give it a minute. We'll just keep talking.
You're good.
We'll just keep chit-chatting. What do you like?
You want me to pull up Underdog?
Yeah, pull that.
How about tonight's game?
Let's hop into tonight's game. Yeah.
Get a little...
Okay, I think I'm just gonna exit out real quick if I can.
You go ahead, sir. If you need to, you can come back. I can drive this bus till you get back. All right, y'all. Remember, go over to Underdog Fantasy. Y'all sign up for this thing. Take advantage of that sign-up bonus. You'll get 100%. You double up. You buy in for 100, they're going to give you 100 more. You buy in for 200, they'll give you 200 more, all the way up to $500. So get in there over on Underdog Fantasy right now. Take advantage of that promo and your sign-up bonus. It's pretty cool, y'all. Check it out right here. You see, all they want you to do, all you got to do is go. You got like 2 right here. 1.5 passing TDs. You pick higher or lower. You can click on it, add that to your picks right there. You can go down and you can do that for each and every player. All you got to do is pick higher or lower right there. That's probably not one we're going to take, but you're going to have to reboot it, man.
Nope, I think we're good.
I think you're good, man. You ain't froze up at all or nothing. Probably just need to think for a minute, man.
So what is this site cricket? Is this Underdog Fantasy where they make fantasy football easy with their pick'em games? All you got to do is hop in here and pick higher or lower, and you can win up to 20 times your money. And when you sign up, you use promo code RUMBLE, and they'll match your first deposit up to $500. Yes, 500. Steps did it yesterday. Steps is like, I'm gonna put $100 in, and they go, thank you, sir. Here's another $100. And that's why we still have $90. So did we lose all our parlays yesterday? Yeah, but we're only down $10, as you can see.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. We got to sweat hard all day yesterday, too.
It was fun. It was fun.
All right.
Yes, go over to Underdog Fantasy. You sign up. It literally takes minutes. Even these. Listen, no offense to the chat. No offense. You guys aren't the best when it comes to, technology sometimes. You guys admit it yourselves. But even people in our chat figured out how to sign up for this stuff. That's how easy it is over at Underdog Fantasy. Come check it out. and use promo code Rumble. Get your first deposit matched up to $500. And we're going to show you right now here with the first ever Black Friday NFL game. We're going to show you our underdog parlay. How are we tackling this, Cricket? What are we liking in this game? First of all, let's just start with the line. We can't bet the line on this thing, but we just got to get a feel for it. Dolphins, 10-point favorites. Big favorites last week, couldn't cover. Jets benched Zach Wilson. So maybe they got some hope on offense.
Not only benched him, they moved him to the practice squad.
Yeah.
Like,
that dude is the emergency quarterback now. And even then,
literally,
I don't think they want to go to him.
Yeah, literally. They're like, we don't even want to lock up a spot on the roster for you, bro. Go sit down. Watch this with a turkey leg.
JK4 Ash over on the Rumble side says, good morning, boys. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, what's up, man? That's our guy, James, from over at sportspicks.locals.com. Good morning, sir. Glad to have you in here, man.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so how do we want to do this?
Let's see. Let me get back over here. There we go. Let's see. Tua, man. I don't know that line. What do you let's talk about this first before we get into all this. What are you thinking on the game? The 9.5 right there. I've watched it. I saw it at 10. It went down to 9. Now it's back up to 9.5. It's kind of, dawdling around there. It's not really giving us any kind of advantage when we see the line, but we don't really know what it's doing right there. How are you feeling this game? Because I don't know how I feel in this one yet, man.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm like, Dolphins should win this by double digits, but they didn't look good last week coming off a bye. Not what I expect. I don't expect anything from the Jets offense, but at the same time, the Jets do have a good defense. It's just I lean towards the Dolphins winning because we saw it last week. If the Jets don't get anything going on offense, the Jets defense just gave up and quit. They're tired of being out there on the field, tired of the offense turning the ball over, so then the defense has to work with short field, and the Bills were able to run it up on them. Now, do I expect that to happen again? No, I kind of expect Saleh to have his boys ready and kind of getting into them a little bit. And season is still salvageable at this point for the Jets. I mean, they're going to need to get it together here real soon.
Yeah.
But there is a high risk, though, if they do come out, if the Dolphins start getting a lead, then you got it. Then I think the Jets fold up. So I don't know, man. If anything, I would look first half. If you like the Dolphins, I'd look first half because I think they have to get out to a hot start, or else we're going to have a sweat.
Yeah, I think so too, man. I don't know. I feel like with the first Black Friday game, they want to kind of make the Jets the Black Friday team and all that. I think 9.5 might be too many just because it's one of those spots where everybody expects the Dolphins to just handle business. The Jets looked really, really bad last week in that game against Buffalo. But when they've played at home this year, they beat the Eagles at home, man. They have a sneaky way of staying in games they don't belong in right here and giving them 9.5 points. If you wanted to be safe, you might buy it up 10. I don't think you're going to have to mess with it. I think I might be on the Jets right here. That defense might be a little more motivated. They got a new quarterback out there. If that guy comes out playing well, Mr. Boyle, if he comes out playing well, in the first quarter, it might get that defense inspired a little bit. And that defense is top tier in the league, man. That's a great defense right there. They got a physical secondary, which is the type of teams the Dolphins have struggled with this year. People that can hit them in the mouth in the secondary, not let them get behind them. Those are the type of teams the Dolphins have had trouble with this year. So I think the Jets might have a good matchup against them today, man.
Yep. Okay, so with Tua, let's see what we like the best out of these picks. Because I think you can only take one per player. So with Tua, I'm kind of looking at it. I'm thinking either under 2.5 sacks taken or under half an interception. I don't think he throws an interception. I think he plays clean ball.
I like overs on the interceptions, man. I think he's going to
I know you do. But that's why we're going under. That's why we're going under.
You want to go under?
I don't know. We don't have to do that one.
You're going to give me an I told you so spot right off the rip? I love these, man.
Maybe we go over 21.5 completions. Dink and dunk down the field. But Miami is such a big play, explosive. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they can be explosive against this Jets defense. I don't know.
I'm trying to pull up his stats, his stats here, and see what he's been on average as far as completions go last few games. Man, I just want to see if they're going to give. And if they wind up stretching it out early, if they get up by a couple touchdowns, that's the only thing that scares me on the completions because I don't think they're going to throw the ball as much. You got Jeff Wilson Jr. is going to be back in there today too. Mostert, Achan's down, but you got two very capable running backs right there that have had great seasons. So let's see. He's been all right. Last 5 games, he got 28 completions, 21 completions, 30 completions, 23, and 21. I think we can go over on that.
That's what I'm thinking. Patriot 4165 says we should look at the 255 rush and pass yards for Tua. I don't know. This Jets defense though, they can hold you down.
Yeah, that's why I think I might like the completions more because I'm with you. I think the Jets are going to try to make sure they don't get behind them. Don't let Tyreek get loose and all that. And I think you're going to see some underneath stuff to Waddle and use those running backs out of the backfield a little bit right there. So I think I like. If he gets 21.5 completions, he's probably over that number either way. So you're probably, if he hits one of those, he's probably going to hit both of them.
I also. Ooh, that completion percentage too. We also don't have to pick Tua.
Right again. Let's keep looking. We'll come back. Let's start. We'll come back.
Oh man, this stuff is interesting. Mostert, Tyreek. I mean, Tyreek's just man on a mission.
That yesterday, that right there, that stat. Steps was talking about Kittle right there. There's no way that's like point. That's just a rusher receiving TD. That's pretty much anytime TD is all that is. Over 0.5.
It's anytime TD.
Just they were a little confused, saying, "Does that mean Kittle's got to have a rush?" I'm like, no, he's never had a rush in his career. I don't think.
Yeah.
So that's definitely not happening. We would just take lower on that. So yeah, that's just anytime TD is all that is right there, y'all.
I'm kind of thinking Tyreek instead. The thing I like the most here with Tyreek is I think the fantasy points, man. Then you don't have to worry about him getting over his yards because if he gets a touchdown, we're probably getting there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And let's see. And
it's 6 points. It's a half-point PPR. Yeah.
He's got a touchdown in 4 of his last 5 games. So, yeah, what is the points sitting at? 14? Oh, my God. Yeah, let's go over that.
I think that's a lot.
He's going over that. I mean, it's supposed to be a lot. It almost scares me because it feels like it's too low. It ought to be sitting at like 19.
And if he goes over his receiving yards, we're pretty much damn near there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He gets for sure. I think that's a lock right there. I like that one.
And we don't have to play with anything. I kind of like. Oh, they don't have it, man.
I like Waddle over on his receiving yards, man.
I liked Waddle for a touchdown is what I wanted, but I don't see.
Yeah, they don't have it in there, man. They don't have it in there.
What do you got?
Well, if you like him for a touchdown, we can go over on his fantasy points too. If you like him for a tutty, he's only at 10.25. You're probably gonna have at least 4 catches.
I was trying to think though. Maybe we go over his 58.5 rush and receiving because they do like to hand that guy
into rounds and stuff.
Yeah, it's only two yards higher than the receiving yards. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, I don't hate that. Like I said, I had him over on his receiving yards last week. It was at 63.5. He had 4 catches for 55 pretty early in this thing. I think before halftime, he didn't catch another ball. So I think this week I'm going to go back on it. Usually I like to go under the next week and just like to be mad at them. And they screw me again. That's how you wind up on the no bet list. When you beat me when I pick you one week, and then I pick against you, and you beat me again. That's when how you wind up on a no bet list. So I think I just roll with it. Oh, his receiving yards just bumped up right there. I don't know if y'all seen that, but went from 56.5 up to 57.5. The rushing receiving yards stayed the same. So I don't expect them to really get a rush there. I think we just go ahead and I think we take the extra yard over 58.5 right there, and then if he gets a rush, that's just a bonus. I think we're just expecting him to get over 58.5 receiving yards right there.
How has Bradley Chubb done this year on sacks? I kind of like him to get a sack in this game. We got a new young quarterback back there.
Let's see here.
You know what I mean?
Let's look and see what he's done so far. I mean, that's been a big pickup for them right there. A guy that comes in and helps solidify that defensive line. All right, let's see. Bradley Chubb has got 6 sacks on the season through 10 games. So what is it? Over 0.5 sacks. And you're going to have a quarterback back there that's on that offensive line's gotten a little bit better. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to throw any shade, but I got a feeling that Mr. Boyle's probably not the most fleet of foot.
Yeah, I think I like what Patriot 4165 saying over in the chat. Helpport's here. Good morning, buddy. He says if they blow out, they go to the ground game. So maybe we will look at Mostert over on rush yards instead of the Waddle stuff.
Let's see here. Mostert over 62.5 rushing yards. Even with Jeff
maybe
Wilson coming back.
Or maybe rush it. I'm gonna say rush attempts, but
that's what I'm saying. I don't like the rush attempts because I think they're both gonna have like 13 and 10 apiece, something like that.
Okay, and that doesn't get us to 15.
No, it doesn't. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I just don't think he's gonna get unless like Patriot said something like that where they jump out real early and they're just pounding the rock. But even this team right here, man, they run a lot of RPO stuff and everything. I just see those carries being split pretty evenly. but I don't know if I see him getting to 15. It'd be a real big sweater. We'd be hoping that the Jets had to punt it back late and they were just trying to run the clock out and they were just going to feed him for like 3 more carries on the last drive or something. I feel like that's how we'll have to get there if we do on that one. So I think that one's a little bit of a sweater.
Okay, let's go down to the Jet stuff.
I do like Mostert anytime TD though. I think
is it up there?
Yeah, over 0.5 rush plus receiving TDs.
Throw it in there. Let's get Mostert in the end zone.
I like Mostert anytime TD, man. I do like that. So where are we going? You want to look at the Jets
cannot be submitted. Please select multiple teams. Oh, okay.
Tim Boyle. Man, does he throw it over 30.5 times? They might be behind.
I think he gets a passing touchdown.
Ooh.
Or we go over his passing yards. The Miami's defense not good.
Okay. I'm with you.
It's not that great.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm with you. I just like that's a different angle there.
Ooh, actually, I think what we do is just go fantasy points.
Over 8.65, surely. God, that feels too low for a quarterback, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Why don't we just
surely that dude gets to that, right? He's gonna wind up having like 4 fantasy points.
Think about that. He runs one in that would screw our passing touchdown, but it would put us over the fantasy points, right? You could easily see these young quarterbacks out there, first timers wanting to use their legs.
Does he have over 60% completion percentage? It's not even that hard to do that, bro.
Don't even have to worry about it, dude. We just go fantasy points.
Okay. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I think that's the easiest one, dude. 8.65.
It feels like a trap. That totally feels like a trap.
Locked picks must be resolved before submitting. What is that?
What do you see? Locked picks must be resolved.
We have to. Oh.
Remove Mostert to unlock pick.
Apparently, we can't have both of those.
Oh, because they're both. I don't know. That's weird.
Do something real quick. Go Breece Hall over on something. Just click Breece Hall on something.
That worked.
That's weird. They won't let us have Mostert and Tyreek.
That's weird.
Interesting.
Let's see.
What do we like? What do we like more? Do we like Mostert to get a touchdown or Tyreek to go over his fantasy points?
Why won't they let us do that? That doesn't make any sense. They'll let us go over on his rushing yards and stuff, but they won't let us pick the TD. What kind of sense does that make? Underdog, we need y'all to fill us in, man. We need some of our people at Underdog.
It's okay. They're just trying to challenge us, man.
It's all good.
It's all gravy, baby.
We just need an explanation to explain to our people that we're getting to sign up for this as to why you can't do that. Because a lot of people are going to be confused right there. Like myself, I don't understand why we wouldn't be able to combine a Mostert anytime TD with Tyreek Hill over 14.5 fantasy points. I just want to know why and get some logic behind it. And maybe they don't even know that it's doing that. Maybe that's something in the software they can fix. Because that doesn't make any sense. Jason Sanders kicking points. Over 2. They scored 3 touchdowns, right? I was meaning fantasy points. Like, you don't have fantasy points. Like 7.5 kicking points. So I almost like 2.5 extra points made better than that because I think they're going to get 3 touchdowns today, man. I think they'll stall out at some point and get a field goal or 2. I think it's a safer bet. And if not, the Dolphins get 8 touchdowns and he's there. It's because they'll probably do that. Jets defense ain't give up 8 touchdowns all year long combined, and we're gonna just beat a butt like they did the Broncos. Because this I think we leave that one alone, man. Okay, all right. I'll do it if you want it. If you want it, I'll put it in there, man. What you want? 7. I just want to see what it does to the odds. Let's see the odds if you go higher. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, you can take it off. Ooh, that's nice. Take it off. Let's go back down here let's look at Breece Hall. Buku says they know it's a winner. Brady Cats. Gotta be, man. They gotta know it's a winner. Got to. Garrett Wilson.
My nigga. Roll your window down.
Roll your window down, man. Oh, man. You know what we got to look at with a young quarterback? You got to look at backs that can come out of the backfield, just quick, easy passes, and you also got to look at tight ends. Who the hell is Jets tight end? Conklin. We'll go down to him. Sorry, I was trying to see what there. Conklin out there. Over 24.5 receiving yards? Ooh. I feel like that's a play. I feel like that's a play because he's going to look for the short stuff, crossing in the middle. Young quarterbacks love to go to their tight end. They love it. I think so too, man. I like that Tyler Conklin. I think that's a sneaky little play right there.
Yeah, because Garrett Wilson, we all know you're gonna have Ramsey all over Garrett Wilson, right? So we don't even want to mess with that stuff.
And if Tyler Conklin gets over those receiving yards, Tim Bull's already a quarter of a way there to those fantasy points, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm liking it.
I like
I'm
that a lot
liking it.
too. I do. I like that.
Let's see what else we got here.
Hey, I like this. I like this guy right here, Xavier Gibson. He's been playing well the last couple of weeks. A lot of people have been putting a lot of focus on Garrett Wilson. Has been leaving Xavier open a little bit. Quincy Williams, 6 solo tackles, 9 tackles plus assists. I like those. Hey, something I've been looking at, man. I was talking to Buku about this last night. He had a parlay. The only thing that got him was he had Micah Parsons over 3.5 tackles. I've started looking at the under on these edge rushers total tackles. It's like, because I always set like 3.5, but I went under on Myles Garrett on Sunday, under 3.5 tackles, because it was plus money to go over. And it seems like it would be easy for those guys. But I guess where they're just balls to the wall up the field so hard, I guess they get ran underneath a lot. And then obviously passes and things like that. But they'll wind up like Chase Young today. I said over 3.5 tackles, or not Chase Young, but Myles Garrett. Over 3.5 tackles was plus 130. He wound up with 2 total tackles. He had Micah Parsons last night for plus money. He wound up with 2 tackles. So I think that might be something we got to start looking at. Them edge rushers under on their total tackles because they are not getting a whole lot of them.
That's true. And look, you start scrolling into the other games, but we're gonna keep it with the Friday game. We're not gonna do the other games yet.
Yeah. Oh, damn, I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
we're about to get into it. You can combine games. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, that's what we had with the tight end ones yesterday.
That's right. That's true. That's true.
I kind of like Whitehead. That man flies around there.
He does, man. I wish they had see. I kind of like Over's interceptions, throwing one to that guy. They won't let me bet it. They know it's a lock.
Well, I'm thinking if they're pounding the rock, he comes up. I don't know, man.
I could get on board with that 5.5 tackles plus assists because, like I said, that guy.
Let's do it. Let's go higher on that, and then let's find one more. We'll go find a Dolphins one or something.
Still
so we can make it a.
Put Raheem in there, the steam engine for anytime TD. We ought to be able to.
Steam engine.
He is the steam. I got to give a shout out to my boy AK for that one. That ain't mine, man. That's AK.
Steam engine.
The steam engine, man.
Let's see.
3.5 rushing yards.
Yeah,
he's gonna be under some pressure. The Jets front seven pretty strong. They're gonna get some pressure on him. But they also don't like to let that dude run. They like to let him just lay down there. And, hey, sacks don't take away from that rushing total, right? It takes away from the passing yards. Team passing yards.
Yeah, only if it was a designed run.
Okay. And they ain't do no design runs with Tua.
But it also is determined by one person gets to make that decision when it comes to the stats. So you're gambling.
That's what some shit is right there, man. We got one guy deciding this, and it's his opinion on who wins and who loses. I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No, you're right. I'm just wondering, how do you get that job? Whose grandkid you got to be to get that job?
I don't know. Let me see. Patriot 4165 says check your X, Will. What am I looking for? I'm over here. I'm refreshing. I don't see anything. Oh, okay. Okay.
What's going on there?
Let me share this. Hold on. So we're building our thing real quick, and I'll pull yours back up. This is Patriot 4165s. So he's got Mostert touchdown, Tua over, Waddle 3 first downs, Tyreek higher, and then Quincy Williams lower. So he was able to do it. It's probably just because of where you're at. That's probably one of those things.
There are some. That's what Buku was telling me. I said there are some things that it won't let us do because we obviously can put it in here. It wouldn't even let me log in and do all this if it wouldn't. It just tell me my location because that's the problem we had before, trying to let them allow my location. But they'll let us do that. But he said there was some things that it wouldn't let you do. So maybe that's what's going on there. Maybe y'all can combine it.
Yeah. Okay. So Tua, we got to do something with Tua.
What do you think about 33.5 passing attempts, man? He's gone over that number 3 of the last 5 games, but this could be a game where, like I said, he doesn't have to throw the ball as much late if they get out to a lead. But I'm not so sure they're going to get out that lead. Everybody thinks they are, man.
Patriot says you have to have a player from both teams. I know we did have one in there, and it still wouldn't let us do it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is. We'll figure it out. Man, I'm trying to think. Which one do we?
Because, I put it back in there now, and it still says locked picks must be resolved before submitting entry. That's weird, because then it'll let me go ahead and do the over on his rushing yards, and it's fine. I just don't understand why maybe Maybe it makes the odds too high or something. What is it, 20-1 the max, maybe?
Maybe. My thing is, if both these teams, like, it just takes one long drive from the Jets to eat so much clock that I don't think Tua gets to the pass attempts. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that maybe we go under on that. So his last 5 games. Okay, last
I'd
week.
rather go over on something else because it's more fun.
Yeah, I'm with you. His last week he was 30, 39, the week before 34, 45, 32, and 31. So he's been over that number 3 of the last 5, but he barely got over it a couple weeks ago. So yeah, let's leave that alone, man. I think we're better off taking over on completions. I really do. I think
yeah. Let's go over on completions. Let's do that.
Okay, yeah, completions. He's gone over that number. He's at least was the two times he missed in the last 5 games. He had 21, so he would have missed it by a half right there.
Yeah,
and the rest of them he went
it.
over pretty easy. So yeah, let's go over on completions. Ooh, I like that right there.
There we go.
Man.
So
what
we
we're putting on this
Tyreek
thing, man?
over his fantasy points. We got Tim Boyle over on his fantasy points. Conklin over his receiving yards. Jordan Whitehead's going to get those tackles and assists. And Tua, yeah, let's throw a 20 spot on it.
20 to win 380, 95. And here we go.
Do it. Good, clean living. Confirm it. Lock it in.
Locked in, baby.
Boom.
Let's go. Should we want to share this on the Twitter?
Yeah, share it on your thing. Here, I'll switch this over. You can go post it on the old X there for you so we can get it showing like this.
Yeah.
But and tag us all in it. But there you go, folks. You go over to Underdog Fantasy. You sign up using promo code Rumble. They'll match your first deposit up to $500. You put $100 in, you get a free $100. Put $200 in, you get a free $200. You put $500 in, you get a free $500. So go over to Underdog Fantasy, promo code Rumble, and you can do exactly what we did just here. Go through the games. You saw they got all the other Sunday games. You mix and match. You can just take your favorite players from your favorite games. I can't wait for Sunday's one. Sunday's going to be fun. We're going to have to do one for Sunday.
That is going to be fun.
That is on Sunday and whatnot. Yeah, and then and just have some fun. It makes the games a little bit more exciting. You get to pick higher or lower, root for your team, root for certain players, and you can go get up to 5 picks in there and get up to 20 times your money back. We were almost there. We were at like 19 or something like that.
We were. We'll and I'll share that for y'all here in a little bit when we get over the show. I'll put it up on Twitter. Any of y'all that want tag, any of y'all in the chat that I may not have your Twitter handle or something, drop your Twitter handle in the chat and I'll tag you and that stuff. And for the record, any of y'all out there, I've been tagging a bunch of y'all and stuff just because y'all are good folks, man. Y'all retweet and all that stuff. If any of y'all get upset about me tagging you in something, just drop me a DM in Twitter, man. I don't want to bug you. I don't want your phone blowing up all day long. So let me know if you don't want to be tagged in that stuff.
Absolutely. So let's get into this now, dude. Let's start breaking down the rest of NFL Week 12. I feel like we haven't even got to these. Keep trying to get to them, and
yeah, we're gonna talk some college football before we get out of here too.
Yep, indeed. Jets Dolphins. So we were just breaking down this game over on Underdog and making our little parlay, but we got sharp money, big money, and an Action Network expert all lined up on the same side of the Jets at plus 9.5. 31% of the bets, 65% of the money is on the Jets here. Let me see what the current line is just to make sure, because it keeps going back and forth, like you were saying.
9.5.
Current line is 9 on BetOnline. It is 9 flat minus 110. That means there's a lot of people taking the Jets. I think in my contest, I just got to take the 10 points with the Jets.
I don't know. It kind of makes me want to take the Dolphins.
That's a lot of money to come off that 10 and then push it down to 9.
I don't know. Tell them why you're taking the why you want to take the Jets here. I got to take a leak. I'll be right back. I'm gonna think about this on my walk.
I don't know, man. I'm just looking at the money, seeing what's coming in here. Jets got a good defense. They're switching things up on offense. Dolphins didn't get margin last week. I think the Dolphins win this game, but I think the Jets, maybe that's what they needed, a little shake up on offense. Got a new quarterback back there, Tim Boyle, first ever Black Friday game. Place is going to be amped. Short week. Dolphins going on the Dolphins also have to play up in some weather that they're not used to, right? It's going to be cold. It's going to be cold up there in New Jersey. I'm thinking, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is going to be tough. I guess I'll probably just stay away from it. We doing the college parlay today? Ooh, we might have to. I think we will. When we get talking college football, we'll throw together a college football parlay as well. You ask for it, we will deliver. That's what we do here. We will deliver. Might just stay away from this one. Super James Cricket wants us to do the college parlay.
Absolutely. It's Friday,
Yeah.
man. We'll get to that for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. It might just be a stay. The other thing I forgot to mention in this game was the weather in this game. It's going to be cold up there. Miami, short week,
They ain't
coming
used
up
to
into that
sort of
cold
thing.
weather.
I think I'm going Jets.
I think we need to go back and just take all the unders on Tua and all them for our picks.
Yeah, I might. Too late. We already put that thing. They gonna make us play that one, man. They gonna make.
We
We
don't
just
have a
to,
cash out option. There's no cash out option.
I mean, there probably is, man. I don't
No, I'm
know.
kidding. I'm
I
kidding.
was gonna say I don't know, bro. I have to find it if there is. Hell, I did good to get my location turned on for that thing. That's the thing, y'all.
Yeah.
None of y'all are more technically challenged than myself. So if I can do these things, I know y'all can do it, man. I got complete faith in y'all.
Ooh, this game's at noon today. That's right at nap time. I'm excited.
Yeah, that game's at 3 today, man. You can say noon
It's
all
at
you
noon.
want to.
It's at noon. It's at nap time.
Mm,
And these boys definitely going down for a nap today. Ain't missing
absolutely.
that 2 days in a row.
No, sir.
I'm real close, Cricket, to taking the Giants. I don't think the Giants are good, but I don't think the Patriots should be laying points to anyone on the road. Yeah, the Giants won the turnover battle 6-0 and still almost lost that game to the Commanders. But man, some real sharp people I know are taking the Patriots. And I'm like, I've seen you guys do this all year long. You convinced me of why the Patriots are the sharp side. And then they lose and don't cover. Three and a hook.
I think I got to just stay away from that one, man. I want to take the Patriots. I'm with you, though. Every time I feel like I'm being sharp by taking them, they get the shit kicked out of them.
That's why I want to take the Giants.
God, the total's 33.5. I mean, you know where I'm going in this one. You know what I'm doing in this one. We're going under, baby.
Patriot from Excited says he's got a kicker prop going with underdog. Ooh, those would be fun. Kicker props for like if you go through like all the Sunday games and just find 5 kicker props you like.
We totally take both the kickers in this damn game. Because I don't know.
Under their extra points.
Yeah. Take under on their extra points, over on their field goals made for sure. They're not going to score enough touchdowns to get to the extra. Their extra points will probably be at 1.5 though, the same as the field goals.
Yeah, I gotta dive. I gotta dive nap time today while the game's on stuff. I'm gonna dive into these games a little bit more. Figure out where I'm gonna go with this. Buccaneers Colts. I still like the Buccaneers in this one. Line has not moved at all. Sharp money, big money on the Colts. So 49% of the bet, 65% of the money on the Colts. I don't get it. I don't understand why.
I don't either, man. I don't either.
But,
I don't know. We know I like the Bucks this week, man. So we might be in trouble with this one right here. But I like the Bucks already, and now my Bucks are 2.5 point dogs. So once again, folks, you know how I feel about the plus 2.5.
That's right. JK says the Patriots are a mess right now. Yeah, dude, tell me about it. Also, that's the other thing is I really want them to lose this game. So I know if I take the Giants, they're definitely going to win and cover and screw me both ways.
For sure, bro. For sure.
That's how
it goes.
But when it comes to the Patriots, maybe I just and I'm thinking about last week and stuff like that. Maybe I just need to
look, you got to shut the fuck up. You that plays over.
That's probably what you got to do, man. That's probably what you got to do.
I'm just sitting here trying to think of how I'm going to reinvest all my winnings from yesterday, right? Like I'm still in this mindset. So, I'm just still riding high. You don't really make good picks when you're riding high. You know what I mean?
No, a lot of times you feel like you're invincible, man. Sometimes you got to take a little slice of that humble pie.
You know what makes me feel invincible? I got the Saints at +1 and some contest plays, and these motherfuckers are at -1.5 now.
It's flipped all the way around, ain't it?
Yeah. When it's just me, it's gonna be me all on Sunday. None of you guys are gonna be there with me. This is gonna be me all by my lonesome with the Saints.
Yeah, that's right. You better walk away. Go on, walk away, because I'm going to burn this motherfucker down. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Yeah.
Buddy.
You're right, man. You're right. I think the Saints might be the play in this one now.
You got the sharp money, you got the big money, you've got Action Network expert, 87% of the money all lined up on the Falcons, and the line is still moving to the Saints being favored.
Yeah, that might be a double bet. This might be the one time I can hop on board with you right here on this one.
Welcome to the Saints train, baby. It's empty and it's rough.
When I see a team open up as a dog and flip to the favorite, I am always betting the team that flipped the favorite because something's up.
Yeah. Patriot 4165 says peach pie for breakfast. This day is ruined.
That's right. That's right. That peach pie, that sounds delicious, man.
Panthers, Titans. Titans minus 3.5 favorites against the Panthers. This line hasn't moved much. Sharp money coming in on the Titans. I get it. I get it. I think there's too much pressure on the Panthers. I kind of like the Titans here.
I really like the Titans here. They just play so much better at home than they do on the road. They're probably going to feed Derrick Henry, the monster that he is. Panthers have been banged up along that defensive line for most of the year. I think most of them are going to be out there this week, but still none of them have been 100% yet that I've seen. And the defense has struggled as a whole mightily all year long. The Titans, I think, are going to get back in that mode that they do at home, and they just feed that monster of Derrick Henry and let him do his thing. He'll probably have 22 carries for 115 yards, a couple tutties this week. I think you probably look at his over on his rusher props. I went under on him last week, and he worked out for me because they just don't run the ball on the road. They just don't have the same type of game plan. And I think they'll get back to being them old selves at home this week. And the Panthers are just not that damn good, man. So only giving 3.5 right here. They're not moving it down. I feel like this should be one of those 2.5 spreads. If it was Titans minus 2.5, I'd be scared to death of it. But I think with minus 3.5 and not moving it through that key number, I think the Titans are going to handle business.
I think you're right. JK says, JK for Ash says green smoothie for breakfast. I'm with you. Super James says Snickers bar. Patriot 4165 says it's a sweatpants kind of day. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, keep your Thanksgiving pants on today, man. Like Chris yesterday. Like, Chris, what are you doing, man? It's a family show, man. What are you doing, bro?
No, I was sitting there thinking, God, I can't pull the screen down quick enough. I can't get out of here.
All the chats out there saying Cricket's high if he thinks this is a family show, man.
And I keep hearing this, and I think it is going to be a stay away. I get why the Steelers are favored and why people like the Steelers here. I just got a weird feeling. I can't take the Bengals. I can't do it.
Under.
And I think there's going to be in the contest. I think there's going to be too many sharp people on the Steelers that I think I'd rather just stay away and root on the Bengals. You know what I mean? And yeah, so we'll see. But sharp money on the Steelers, big money on the Bengals, and Action Network expert on the Bengals. One of the things I heard about this that kind of made me like the Steelers was they're saying the Bengals went all in on Burrow, meaning they don't have a competent backup quarterback. They don't really have like a good run game. Like Mixon is good, but their offensive line sucks when it comes to running. They're all built on pass blocking because they got a gunslinger. Burrow. Yeah, they're like, just let Burrow go do what Burrow wants to do.
Yeah.
So when he's out, this team is in shambles. God damn it. I'm going to probably talk myself into the Steelers now. Shit.
Just bet the under, man. It's 35.5. Just bet the under. These teams ain't getting over that number right there.
Chris thought he was on OnlyFans.
What'd you say? Chris
thought he was on OnlyFans.
Oh, man. That's I just think you bet the under here, man. I don't see any way these two teams get over this number right here with a backup quarterback and Jake Browning, and then Kenny Pickett coming in looked very good. I know they got the new offensive coordinator and stuff there, but I just still don't see this team being able to just turn it on offense, especially against a pretty capable defense in the Bengals. They don't have a whole lot of injuries in that thing right there, but this just doesn't feel like a lot of points coming out of this thing right here. And I think you're kind of gambling, taking either side.
I'm thinking for contest purposes. Betting wise, I'm staying away.
Leave it alone for contest, man. There's too many question marks for contest. There's too many other options out there. If you
know what happens when you tell me to leave something alone, Cricket.
All right, bet it, man. Go ahead, put it in there. Put it in there on your other one.
Another one that I'm split with everyone on.
Put it in there on the one you're chasing.
A lot of people like the Jags, and I love the Texans. And then I see sharp money, big money, Action Network expert, 88% of the money on the Texans. And I see the history the Texans has against the Jags, and they just beat the shit out of the Jags every year. And I'm like, man, I can't take the Texans, can I?
This might be my top NFL bet of the week. I'm on the Jags, man. I'm on the Jags. Anything under a field goal right here. I don't see any. Why should they be favored on the road to a team that is playing really well that's already beat them by almost 3 touchdowns at home? Why should they ever be favored right here? They shouldn't.
They're leading the division.
Not by a game. On a team that already beat you by 17 at home? There's really no reason they should be favored in this spot. If nothing else, at worst, it should be a pick 'em.
You keep bringing up the past game that they had this year, but you know,
look, you got to shut the fuck up. You that plays over.
I'm saying
game
why
is
you gotta
over.
why you gotta shut the fuck up, because everybody thinks that they're gonna come out and do the same thing they did in that game, and they ain't going to. The Jaguars are playing much better football at this point, but just when you got a team right there that's already beat this team on the road and it's been playing good football, it's not like they fell off and looked bad recent weeks since that game. They've been playing great football outside of that game at Carolina. There's no reason they should be dogs at home right here.
I don't like the Jags to put 2 competent games together in a row.
That's what all them sharps and all that public's thinking too. They're looking at all them Trevor Lawrence back-to-back game stats. You know who else is looking at them stats all week long? Trevor Lawrence. He gonna come out focused, ready to go in this game. I'm on the Jags. That's my top NFL bet of the weekend. Just made it. Top NFL bet of the weekend. Jags minus 1.5 on the road at the Texans.
Okay. All right. Bold. You know what else is bold?
If that's not my contest picks, I want it.
Okay. I'll pull up the contest pick after we get through these games. Healthport says, did you guys talk about Homer pick of the week yet? Beavers Cougars parlay, moneyline parlay, plus 32.75. We'll bet it and we'll take our wives to Cabo. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that kind of misery that I want to put myself through. And I'm definitely doing that. I'm going to donate some coupons.
I was going to say the books. Thank you for your donation.
Yeah, we're going to donate some coupons. I just realized too is we did the show yesterday, and I did not get Chris's or Eric's picks.
I was thinking that when we got done, I was like, "So are we doing Super Football podcast on Saturday too?" Because nobody locked in their picks. I don't know if we pulled that up. We sat on underdog the whole time making parlays and stuff.
Yeah, it was too much fun. Patriot says Iowa's a dog to Nebraska. I know. I kind of like Iowa. Iowa in that ugly under.
Oh, I'm going under. It's still going down. They can't get that motherfucker low enough. It's down to 24.5 now. I put it in last night at under 25.5, and it just keeps going down. They can't get that damn thing low enough. I think I'd take it if it was 21. I don't think there's 3
I was going to say, if they put it at 10.5, would you still go under?
I don't think you could do it then. I fully wouldn't be surprised if it's a 7-3 game.
3-0. 3-0 game.
I totally feel like it's going to be 3-0 at halftime. I totally 3-0, 3-3, something like that. I don't think we see a touchdown first half.
You sure?
If you can find under on touchdowns in the first half of that game, and it's 1.5, you better pile on the under. I wouldn't mess with it if it's 0.5 because you be careful. You might get some crazy defensive tutty or something. But if it's 1.5 touchdowns in the first half of Nebraska and Iowa, and you can go under, go under.
Indeed.
Like 3-0 at the half. They might not even be a point scored in the first half.
Indeed. Game that I'm thinking about hopping on and making contest picks and actually piling up on. I'm definitely going to tease it. I think I'm going to take the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals win this game.
I love it. I
like the Cardinals. I
love it. You got a Rams.
The Rams.
They look rough.
I don't think they're good.
No, they're not. They're not good. You got Puka and Cooper Kupp banged up right there. They just look like a team that's kind of wanting to just get this thing over with. You know, it started out pretty well. They were overperforming expectations, but the wheels have kind of fallen off of this thing. You never know if you're going to get Matthew Stafford for a full game. The Cardinals, on the other hand, look like they're rejuvenated since Kyler Murray has come back. They're playing much better football and just look a little bit more inspired out there, and they're having a little fun again. And I think the Cardinals at home right here in a division game, getting a point, I like the Cardinals. I'm with you, bro.
Absolutely. How about the Browns and Broncos? I don't see in what world on Sunday at 1:05 kickoff the Broncos beat the Browns. I don't see it.
Line's gone down a little bit. It was 2.5. It's gone down to 1.5.
63% of the money in sharp side on the Browns. I think the Browns win this one.
They should. They definitely should. This is another one. I can live with the Browns being a dog in this one better than I can live with the Texans being a dog at home. Because the Browns right here, just because the Broncos, have won 5 in a row now, have been playing much better. But
the Browns are going on the road.
Then they've won 3 or 4 of those games in prime time, though. We know how much better the Broncos look in prime time than they have in the 1 o'clock hour right there. I don't know.
I'll tell you, my underdog fantasy pick of this game is just take Ford over on whatever. Ford's just going to run all over this team.
You think so?
For the Browns? Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think so. I know so.
Maybe Kareem Hunt anytime TD then, because they'd like to get down inside the 10-yard line, give it to Kareem Hunt there. And so maybe we look at something like that.
Let me see if I can find that real quick.
I'm probably staying away from this game as far as the side goes. Total sitting at 36. I think I've kind of started. You got to be careful in the NFL with some of these. Like, I think 35.5 is an auto bet. I think 36-39 now. It's been kind of a coin flip for me. You know, it winds up you wind up getting some crazy thing at the end. Somebody muffs a punt or something, gives somebody a short field. And that's what happened to me last week in that Titans-Jaguar game. So I think I'm going to have to start maybe reevaluating the auto bet on 36-39.
Ooh, look at this. Jerome Ford, 48.5 rushing yards. How do you Cooper, Amari Cooper, 43.5 receiving yards. Njoku has his line because they know the young quarterback's going to go to the tight end. His is 38.5. Man.
I like that. I like over on that.
Ooh, Dustin Hopkins, Cleveland's kicker, over 5.5 kicking points.
That is the number one kicker in fantasy.
Yeah, and the line's only at 5.5, and he's up at altitude.
I scooped him up in fantasy leagues weeks ago because he's just sitting there as number one kicker. Nobody touched him because he's always projected like 7 points, and you got all these other guys projected 8 and 9 points. And he's just sitting there as the number one kicker in fantasy, just quietly as hell. If he's available in y'all's leagues, man, go pick up Dustin Hopkins for your kicker.
Yeah, dude, we got some good parlay options in that game.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I guess we are gonna have to do a Super Football podcast tomorrow, huh?
We'll have to do something.
We gotta do something.
We'll see. I really could use a day to sleep in now.
I was excited when you told me we were combining on Thursday. I was like, shit, I might get to sleep in on a Saturday, man. I ain't even have to get up early and put no picks in, and I'm gonna have all those in a little bit. I won't be mad at you if we just lay there for a little bit. I ain't gonna be mad.
We'll think about it. We'll do what the chat wants. Mark's in the house. Is Nebraska now? Let's see. Nebraska's now starting Brock Purdy's brother at quarterback. Yes, looked good last week against Wisconsin. Yeah, but it's also Wisconsin. The Cougars beat Wisconsin, and the Cougars suck.
I hate Wisconsin. They're like the Falcons. Can't stand them.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Luke Fickell and everything. I like Luke Fickell, but I can't stand the Badgers. They're garbage.
Yeah, that's funny. Let's see. Rams, Cardinals. Okay, we talked about them. We talked the Browns, Broncos. And we got the Chiefs and the Raiders. Like I said, I still like taking the points with the Raiders.
I'm on the Raiders, dude. It's down to 8.5 on DraftKings.
Yeah.
It's plummeting.
Yeah.
Plummeting. It's went down
3% of the money. Sharp side on the man. The thing is, it's either I take the Raiders or I stay away because there's no way I can lay it with the Chiefs. I can't.
No way I can do that. No way I'm doing that. Couldn't even cover 2.5 last week. Get the fuck out of here. Marquez
Eagles,
Valdez.
Bills. This one still baffles me that there's so many people piling money up on the Bills. Like you haven't learned this season yet that you don't want to put money on the Bills. I don't care that you're catching 3 or 3 and a hook. Why are people trying to get in front of the Eagles? I don't get it.
Eagles will play here. If it goes down to 2.5, be careful. If it stays at 3, play the Eagles, man. Take the Eagles.
If it goes back to 3.5, hammer the Eagles.
3.5, double bet it. Dude, pull a wheel or steps, man, and go ahead and double, triple, quadruple unit bet, whatever you got to do. But if it goes back to 3.5, pile on the Eagles. But if it goes down to 2.5, you better stay away or take the Bills, man. Because I
still like the Eagles in that one. I like the Eagles.
I do too, man. I think that right there is I don't know. I think people are overthinking that one.
I also like the Ravens over the Chargers in this one.
I love the Ravens. That's why I want to see my Super Contest because I think I about got my mind made up at this point in the week. We've talked about these games for like 46 hours. I think I about got my mind made up at this point.
Bullshit.
I changed 3 more times, man. I know. I'm always sitting there thinking on Sunday, I'm like, man, I need to check with Will who my contest picks are because even though we talked to him 24 hours before, I don't remember what I had. And then I usually just forget. Right now. And I got to check it when the smoke clears. I'm like, well, I know I had
2. I went 1 and 2 yesterday because of the Lions. Fuckers.
1 and 2 or 2 and 1?
Or 2 and 1. Sorry. Yeah, 2 and 1. I had to. So those two.
Man, look at that bold, man. No wonder you don't want to do Super Football podcast tomorrow. You got all your plays in already, man.
I know, right? I picked every Thanksgiving game.
Go ahead and throw the Jets in there, too. That way you ain't got to sweat nothing this weekend.
Yeah, true. Change the Raiders there. Let's see.
I got the Jaguars, the Bucks.
Yeah.
The Titans, the Eagles, and no, I'm going to leave it alone. I want those right there, though.
I'm going to change this for you to give you a half point better.
Okay. Yeah.
Same pick. Just why lay 3.5 when you can lay 3?
No, I'm with you. You almost got me talked into those damn Saints too, man. But I don't see anybody I want to replace right there.
The Saints are minus 1.5 now.
I know. I ain't even scared of it. I don't care that I don't have them getting points. The fact they flipped to the favorite, I think they winning that game they're winning the game. They're gonna win it by at least a field goal. That ain't no 1-point victory.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make some picks for the boys if we don't do a thing tomorrow.
I say, hey, y'all out there, man. Y'all, hey, text the man your picks, man. Come on, just tell me you like.
All right, I'll ask him. Hey, look at you. You're in the top 1,000. Steps is at 510. Patriots right there knocking on the door.
We need a.
He went 1-1 yesterday. Patriot went 1-1 yesterday. He's got the Broncos. He likes the Broncos. Look at that.
Okay. Good luck, sir.
Steps went 1-1.
The Broncos may very well be the play. Like I said, I just don't know on that one, so I'm just gonna stay away. The lines moved down now. I don't know. I'm scared of it. I don't know on that one. I think that's a stay away for me. The Broncos. I'll tell you what though, the Broncos handle business. This one, it's gonna be time to start paying a little attention. I made some money off of them the last couple of weeks, but it's gonna be time to start paying attention to them if they handle this one.
Absolutely. All right. I guess we'll talk college football now.
That a baby. Now you talking dirty to me.
Healthware says Eagles Ravens money line parlay. Ooh.
Eagles Ravens money line. That probably gets you some plus money, don't it?
Yeah, it has to. That has to.
Probably about almost plus 200 or something.
Yeah,
maybe not.
We're definitely going to be doing some more Underdog Fantasy. By the way, if you haven't already, go over here. Go to Underdog Fantasy. Let's go to the home part of it. You go to Underdog Fantasy. You can go online or download their app. Sign up today. Use promo code Rumble, and you can hop on here like we are. You can look at. They got a bunch of contests and stuff like that. But what we've been doing is going to these little pick'em games right up here at the top. You click pick'em. You go over there, and then you just start picking. It's as easy as that. Is Tua going to go higher or lower on his passing? Is he going to have 2 touchdowns or more, or is he going to be 1 or 0? Is he going to have over under 247.5 passing yards, or is he going to be under that? You tell me. And you parlay those things together, and you make yourself a nice little parlay card here. You can get up to 20 times your money over here at Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you use promo code Rumble, and you'll get your first deposit matched up to $500. And after you make it, share it on Twitter and tag all of us in it, because I want to see your guys' parlays. I want to see them. Make sure you tag me at GameOn_picks. So I can see those, and we can maybe I'll tell one of your guys' your parlay, your picks over here on Underdog, right?
That's right. We ain't scared of them, man.
We ain't scared. Looks like people are scared of this Iowa-Nebraska game, though. 70% of the money's on Nebraska. On Corn. Corn doesn't lose at home. Corn's good at home. Corn plays different at home.
I'm not touching the side in this game. Y'all already, my take on this one. We just don't think there's going to be a lot of points right here. I don't know who's going to win. It's going to be a coin flip. Whoever gets the ball and can get into field goal range is going to be the winner right here.
Man, big money, Action Network expert, and sharp money taking TCU in the 10 against Oklahoma. It's because Oklahoma just has not looked good. 79% of the money with taking the points there.
It's down to 9.5 on DraftKings. I'm staying away from this one. I'm pretty sure the Sooners are on the no-bet list.
Super James says, if the first half tie doesn't come in, I'm quitting first half ties for the Iowa-Nebraska game.
That should be that's a good thing, sir. Yeah, if it doesn't come in today, man, leave that thing alone. Leave that thing. We're going to that well too many times.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, Super James. I knew exactly what game you were talking about. I knew exactly.
That's right. Hey, that's the best one to put it on, man. That's probably the lowest odds you'll get on that first half tie.
I got Memphis and Temple. Don't really care about that game at all. No. Let's see. Miami laying 10. Everyone's taking the points with Boston College.
I think the over is the play in this one. Yeah, I think
the over
is playing that one. Yep. I don't think I'm gonna mess with Miami minus 10 right there. I've seen them lay an egg too many times. I've seen Boston College play pretty well at home. They did only have a 2-point loss to a good Florida State team earlier in the year. And granted, they were down 3 touchdowns in that game, but they came all the way back and only lost at 31-29. It just feels like a weird spot right there. And I don't know. I'm probably just going to bet the over.
Okay. How about the game of the year, Ohio and Akron? Huh?
That's not the game.
In-state rivalry?
No, sir. Game of the year this is UMass versus UConn. That's not
Oh,
till
okay, that's right.
that's not till Saturday, sir.
I meant Ohio. Game of Ohio, I should have said. This is the game of the
Okay.
year in Ohio.
That's fair. But 2 best teams in Ohio. That's fair.
Yeah. This is for all the marbles.
Okay,
Bragging
yeah.
rights.
Which way you leaning on that one, man? Ohio minus
like
14 right
Akron.
there. Akron
I
plus
like
14.
Akron.
I like it.
I know a guy from Akron.
Okay, that's fair. I like that. I like your logic
He
there.
plays in the NBA.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, he played a little bit, just a little bit. I'm with you. Akron plus 14. Lock it in, y'all. Not really.
Why is
Not really.
Tulane only laying 3 at home against UTSA?
It's actually where'd it go? Where'd that one go? I do like Tulane in that one. Was that a Friday game? There it is. Okay. Yeah, it's minus 3.5 on DraftKings. They're not. I don't think they're afraid of it. I like Tulane. That will be on Creek's Picks today. The Green Wave at home. I think they've already locked up a spot in their conference championship. Actually, UTSA, I just ain't got no faith in them, man. They'll probably get me today because I've been zigging and zagging on them most of the year. But I like Tulane, and with the 3.5 right there, I don't think they're real scared of it.
Super James says he got it at plus 800 for the tie. Patriot 4165 says he's tailing. Healthport says I spent a week in 1 day in Akron.
I spent a week in 1 day. Is that bad, huh? that felt like a week. He was only there for a day, man. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been through Akron, man. I have been to Athens, where Ohio is. Athens, Ohio. It's a pretty cool little town, man. We went up there with some buddies of mine years ago. They had this insane asylum up there. It's like an old abandoned insane asylum, and it's on like World's Scariest Places on Travel Channel. And, it's on the campus of Ohio up there. And we snuck over there. We were a couple 30 packs deep of Keystone Light, and we went sneaking through that's what the college kids do. The cool kids, man, they sneak in that place and go around. We walked around. Man, I'll tell you, that's an eerie place. It wasn't so bad till you got down to the basement where they like used to perform the lobotomies, and you get down there and like everybody had me leading, man, because I'm just one of those people. I just walk through that shit. I want to see what's going on. I like leaned around that corner and looked down that dark ass hallway, and I was like, we ain't going down there, y'all. It totally feels like there's some paranormal shit going on back down that way. I'm going to stay away from that dark hallway.
Ooh, I got a source.
Source. All right. Tell me, man.
Got a source. Triple 3-unit bet. Triple dime bet. Missouri first half minus 4.5. What do you think about that?
Dime bet. I don't hate it. That game had felt a little weird to me earlier. Is that today? That was today too, ain't it?
That's today, yeah.
Yeah, it's today. See, it was like earlier in the week. I think it opened at 7.5. Then it went down to 7. I don't think I ever seen it get to 6.5, but it went down to 7. So I started being like, I don't know.
And it came back up.
Yeah, now it's back up to Missouri minus 9. The total has stayed I think it stayed at 54.5 the whole time. I don't think I've seen that one move much. But yeah, I think Missouri first half is probably a good play. The fact that it's moved up, I don't know though. I don't know. That's weird. I've seen those teams start. Arkansas
it's at 9 now, dude. It's at 9.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's up to 9, and Arkansas is not a good football team. Don't have a chance at bowl eligibility, and I think that they will probably. I think they're just ready to get this thing over with too. Missouri got everything to play for right there. They shouldn't come into this thing. They should be focused. Should be ready to go. But they're college kids. It's not an early game either. It's a 4 p.m. game, so it should be. I think Missouri first half. You're probably fine right there.
Listen, this source, when they send me stuff, I'm just.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
All right, then.
And it's one of those too where it's like I don't even have time to tell you why. I'll tell you later. Just bet it now. And so
I'm with you.
I just go, okay.
I trust those.
It's like when
I'm just saying.
It's like when Barnes drops a 5% play.
Okay, I'm with you. Like I said, there's some things that are just set it, forget it, man. I don't even have to watch it.
Yep. I just bet it right now. I put 3 units on it. We've got Missouri minus 4.5 at minus 110. I feel like it's a steal. I feel like that line's going to move because the game line's moving. And that's another thing too, by the way. If you see a game line moving, people, and you think you missed it, it's moved a couple points already, and you're like, damn, I missed it. Think of a derivative bet. Think of like, okay, can I tackle first quarter? Can I tackle first half? Can I tackle a total in the first half? Something like that, because usually those lines don't move as fast as the regular game line. The odds makers just they don't think of everything right away. They're just too worried about all the money coming in on one side and they want to move the actual game line because they know not many people will think of that and go, oh, by the way, that means I should probably go bet the first half as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's all kind of hidden gems like that. especially these sites that have so many more options. Some have way more than others. Obviously, the bigger ones have the most, but there's all kind of little hidden gems in there like that. The first half bets and the unders on the edge rushers and things like that. You just got to get in there and dig into those gems a little bit. But so many options, man. There's always some diamonds in the rough hidden in there.
Ooh, first quarter is only -3 at even money.
That you got to
gets a
be
little
careful
hairy,
with,
though.
though.
That gets a little hairy.
I'd rather go minus the
Yeah,
4.5 in the first half because, like, let's just say Arkansas comes out and scores a quick touchdown. Oh, they run the opening kickoff back or something. You might wind up getting screwed there, and it could be 7-7 in the first quarter. But I definitely see Missouri being up by a touchdown at the half at least.
I like it.
Like I said, your source told you, man. I'm with you. Like, if he's one of those guys, I don't even ask. I just bet it.
Mm-hmm. Someone also told me to lay it with Boise State.
Love Boise State.
All the way up to -7 now.
Love Boise State, man. It's been at 6.5 all week. Boise State is playing much better football than Air Force is right now. They've kind of let the wheels fall off this thing after starting 8-0. Have now lost 3 in a row. I think that Boise State is clicking on all cylinders, especially over this team right here. I don't see the total sitting at 46. I think I look at the over if you want to look at the total, but I like get Boise State. You don't have to buy it down or anything like that. I think Boise State wins this by 10+.
Hey, I need to let's this is gonna be funny. I guess we have practice at this. I need to run to the store because little man needs milk.
You're
before
good,
he gets
bro.
up.
Go ahead,
So-
man. Go do your thing. I'll talk about this. I got some stuff I can talk about on this thing. Go do your thing.
I was
man.
gonna join you. I was just gonna join you from my
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah,
So
do
I'll
that,
just
man.
do that. You guys can come to the store with me. I'm about to go to the store during fucking Black Friday. I can't. This
I didn't even
sure is
think
gonna be
about that. What's
funny.
wrong?
This is
Oh,
gonna be
man.
funny. I'm going to Walmart too, so this is gonna be real funny. I might even show my camera so you guys see what I'm seeing.
Do your
Who
thing,
wants
man.
to go to
We'll
the
be right-
store with Will? Who wants?
Well-
And I'll come back if we're still going. I'll come back and hop right back on this thing. I just know little man needs some milk this morning, so I gotta go grab that.
You're good, bro. Go do your thing, man. Go do your thing. We'll be right here talking college football till you join us.
Okay, I'll hop in a second. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Go do your thing, man. That boy's crazy, man. I'll catch up on y'all's chat real quick. Let's see. Wow, my plus 800 is a bargain, Super James says. Plus 650 on DraftKings right now. Mark, come in, spend that knowledge. Good morning, Mark. Tulane, UTSA winner. This matchup will advance to the AAC championship game. Super James just loaded up on it. Hell, poor Black Friday shopping with Will. That's right. Grab me a bag of barbecue Fritos. This is what Patriot says. Pick y'all stuff up, man. Yeah, that boy crazy. I don't mess with the store on Black Friday. I can't do that, man. I'll tell you what, I avoid that. I don't like leaving my house on Black Friday. All right, let's move on down here through these games. Yeah, I'm on Boise State, y'all. I'm heavy on Boise State this week. That will make Crick's picks. I'll have Crick's picks out in a little bit. I said by 10:30, depending on how long this stream goes. I'll make sure they're out by 11, so you'll have a full hour to get that stuff in if you want to tell and ride along in that. Texas has gone up to -14. It was at -13 earlier in the week, and it's gone up to -14 now. I think this is a stay away from me right here because I don't know. I just think that you're gambling. I feel like almost best case scenario right here, you're going to get Texas win by exactly 2 touchdowns. You're just going to push. So if you want to take the 14 right there, maybe buy it down to 13.5, pay a little more juice. You probably get it under -130, probably like -125, something like that. Maybe all the way up to -135. Don't take it over -140. But if you want to buy it down to 13.5, I'm okay with laying the juice up to -140 right there. But I don't know about that one. Penn State, Michigan State, this line has gone up. It was 20.5 for Penn State. It's gone up to -22.5. Probably a spot to look at the Nittany lines right there or the under. But Michigan State's been a scrappy little bunch themselves this year with all the turmoil going on in that program. They've been a team that's been a little bit scrappy, but when they played the bigger dogs, they really haven't looked good at all. They got blown out by Ohio State and Michigan. Penn State is the 3rd best team in that conference, and they are a very good football team themselves. I think that you're okay laying the 22.5. It's probably not going to make Crick pick, but if you want to bet Penn State right there, I think you're okay. Sorry, Buku. Your Spartans are in shambles, man. You're trying to limp into that thing. Oh, this one moved back up. Been at 13.5 for like 3 days now. Now it's moved up to Oregon -14. It's another one much like the Texas game. I don't know. I don't like laying double digits in these rivalry games right here. I know Oregon State had the 2-point loss at home to Washington last week. And it kind of, it ruined their chances. They have eliminated them from Pac-12 contention, but they're still having a very good season. And they would love this. This is going to be the last Civil War they play for a while, probably. Washington and Washington State have agreed to keep the Apple Cup going. Excuse me, guys. have agreed to keep the Apple Cup going, but Oregon State and Oregon have said they will not keep the Civil War going after Oregon moves to the Big Ten next year. So this will be the last one we see for a while. Oregon State probably comes into this thing motivated. You never want to lose the last one of these things. This game's always a hard-hitting football game. These teams do not like each other. Shout out to you, Hellport, man. I know you pulling for your Beavs hard in this one, man. It'd be a good way to kind of stamp on the season and get a big win going into the bowl season. But I don't know, man. Oregon is clicking on all cylinders. Got probably the best defense in the Pac-12. Utah got a good defense, but as far as overall depth and just talent, Oregon's defense looks very good to me. And then you got Heisman hopeful Bo Nix running the show on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know. Probably got to stay. I know there ain't no way I'm going to stay away from it. I'll wind up betting. I don't know if it'll make Creek's picks, but I'll probably wind up betting something in that. Maybe the over. I don't know. Ohio State, Michigan, noon on Saturday. Once again, Big Ten. You're fucking idiots for playing all your big games at noon. Ohio State plus 3.5 at Michigan, plus 142 on the money line. Michigan minus 170. Total sitting at 47. I'm still on the Buckeyes right here. I think the Buckeyes got a sour taste in their mouth. They played one bad half last season. It was the second half against Michigan where they got drubbed. They've been beat by Michigan 2 years in a row, and Ohio State had dominated this rivalry in recent years before that. But Michigan is back-to-back Big Ten champions. Has got 2 straight victories over the Buckeyes. Got one down in the shoe last year, and now Ohio State will travel to the Big House. I love the Buckeyes right here. I really do. I just think that they are the better, more complete football team. I've got more faith in their defense. I know Michigan's got a great defense too, but I think Ohio State's defense is, the best defense in the country. I think that's the best defensive unit in the country as a whole. They have just been playing pretty inspired. They're another one that kind of both these teams are similar in the fact that they don't ever seem to really just go out and, it's not very exciting football to watch at times. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Both of them use their running backs a lot. Quarterbacks are capable guys, game managers, but you don't see them out there throwing for 3 and 350, not against top-tier talent anyway. I don't think either one of them has a big game in this one. I think they're going to lean more on the running game and those strong defenses, but I think Ohio State has the advantage when it comes to defense. And I just think you can give me over a field goal with the Buckeyes right here. I would take over a field goal with either one of these teams. If Michigan was the other way around, if Michigan was getting 3.5, I'd take Michigan because I think this could definitely be a field goal game right here. But I like the Buckeyes, and I'm not mad at you sprinkling a little bit on the money line as well right there. What's up, man? You on the road? Coming in here? He's trying to get in here. He'll be in here in a minute, y'all.
You got me?
I got you, bro. How you doing? You get on the road?
Yeah, it's fucking cold, dude. And I love my truck. It's way better than my little Jeep. But this one don't have heated seats. You know what I mean?
That's fair, man. I bet it is cold. What's the temperature out there this morning?
Oh, just nice 32.
Fuck that, man. God, that's
obviously didn't warm the truck up. And I know what some people might be thinking. The hell do you need to go to Walmart for milk? Can't you just run to the gas station or hell take the kid out back and go grab one of the cows and just get it straight from the udder? That's what I think too. I'm with you. My wife thinks this kid needs this whole milk, grass-fed, organic bullshit that I have to get from Walmart. So that's why I'm going to Walmart to get this because there's the only place nearby that has it.
What's the name of that brand, man?
Something, probably one of the, Natural Valley or something? I don't know. We'll find out. I will show you. I'm going to show you it when I get there.
I'm going to show you this organic milk when I get there, man.
Oh, man. I am dressed the part to enter Walmart, too. So we're good. I'm going to blend right in.
That's right.
Well, what are we talking about right now?
I was going over Ohio State, Michigan. How have your feelings changed on this thing? I'm still on the Buckeyes plus 3.5, and I'm not even mad at the Buckeyes money line right here. I think they're going to bounce back after those 2 straight losses to the Wolverines. I think they're going to handle business league. I think they're the better defensive team, and I think they're going to get it done.
That's exactly where I lean. That's tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow at noon. Yeah, tomorrow at noon. We can go back up. Missed you. You got any opinion on Oregon State?
Is that 5 o'clock tonight? 5 o'clock tonight?
Yeah, well, 5:30 your time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. The line has moved up a little bit. It was at 13.5, has been for a couple of days. Now it's moved up to minus 14 for the Ducks.
I'm telling you, Ducks is where it's at. I would look towards Ducks. I'd also look toward Ducks first half.
Okay.
And that's me being a source right there to all of y'all. Like when, you know what I mean? Like triple unit.
That's fair.
You got the email right there. It says it.
You are the Pac-12 guy. You are the Pac-12 guy.
Yeah. So, take Oregon first half and always fade the Cougars.
Always
after the first 4 weeks of the season, that is.
That's fair. Y'all solid in September, man. Y'all September national champions.
Yeah, undefeated, never lost.
What about Texas A&M LSU, man? I like the over in this game. Sitting at 66. Jaden Daniels having a great year. Texas A&M, we got to see if Max Johnson is going to be able to go. I know he had a questionable tag early on, but I think there's going to be some points scored in this one, man. I'm probably going over this 66 right here. You got any opinion on that one? I know this is your this is your like 7 overtime game. This is like your 7 overtime games you bet on years ago.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you just auto bet this game every year now.
I'll tell you what. I have not heard one person, one sharp better, one single person even consider the under in this game, which kind of makes me like the under.
Ooh,
everyone and their mother is saying, "Oh man, I love the over here," and I'm like, "Huh." I don't know much about it. I'm just on the sideline listening. You know, I'm out there listening to y'all make your pitch your takes and stuff like that. And I'm like, this is just the vibe I'm getting. You know what I mean?
This is why I ask you these things on the games that I'm leaning toward, feeling pretty good about, because I was pretty heavy on that over until you said that. That's why I tell y'all this stuff, man, so y'all can throw some of this knowledge at me, because I know y'all look at all these things. But it takes me a little bit. It takes me a little bit to get there, because like I said, I got to listen to a bunch of shit and stuff like that, and I listen to a whole bunch of different people talk about obviously sports and sports betting, and kind of just like I said, hell, one of the main reasons why I like Sports Picks, not just because of all the winning bets, of course, and because they have a great promo going right now where you can get 40% off the annual subscription all the way up until the end of this month. That's just a bonus. The other thing is I just like to see the picks and where everyone's at. You know, it's like even if I'm not going to tail it, even if I'm not going to bet that game or something like that, I just want to see, okay, here's a source I respect. This is where they're at. Then also everyone in the community where they're at and why they're betting a certain way, and I go, and it's just like an extra little data point for me before I make my decisions. You know, I like it, man. That's what I said. That's why I talk to y'all about these games. I know you don't really give a shit about the Texas A&M LSU game, but I like to hear that stuff, man, because it makes me want to kind of question myself a little bit right there, and sometimes it saves me on some picks. All right, let's talk about Kentucky Louisville. This line is now moved up to -8 for the Cardinals. I love Louisville in this game. I think Kentucky has been real bad for the last about 6 weeks of the season after they started out undefeated and then went to Georgia and got drubbed in that thing. And I think Louisville has been playing great football under first-year head coach Jeff Brom. Rivalry game at Louisville. Louisville still got everything to play for outside of a national championship. There's no way they're making the CFP. Not with that loss at Pittsburgh. That's an ugly, ugly loss. But they still have everything to play for. They're already in the ACC championship next weekend against Florida State. They win these next 2 games, they will find themselves in a New Year's Six Bowl without a doubt. So, you know, I think if you told Louisville at the beginning of the year they would be playing a New Year's Six Bowl, that would be every bit as good as a national championship to them after what they came off of last year, bringing a whole new coaching staff. So they've heavily overperformed expectations. I love the Cardinal in this game -8, especially seeing that line move up. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I don't have a strong take either way, but I think you're leaning towards the right side there. Holy cow, Black Friday might not be what it used to be, man. It's like,
no, man, you got Cyber Monday now. Everybody can order all that shit sitting on their asses at home on the couch.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. No, the place isn't that packed for a Walmart at this time. They do have one entry. I have not seen this in a while. One entry you cannot go in. Can you? Can't wait. Can we? Can we? I don't know. Fuck it. I'm going down this way anyways.
I'm going in. Going in.
This guy thinks I'm an asshole, and I agree because I was not paying attention because I was looking at the door, and he's like, I'm trying to turn down this goddamn lane, and you're not giving – are you coming or going? Oh, this is a single entry spot too. Okay.
Let me catch up on the chat while you
oh man, yeah, the parking lot's getting busy now. I've opened my mouth way too soon. I don't see a goddamn person here, and about 10 people just walked in front of me.
JK4 Ash says Walmart for milk on Black Friday, insane. Healthport, go Beeves. Tough road to hoe. You ain't wrong, man. JK4 Ash. Where'd that go? Okay, Rumble on Roku has a bit of a delay. Switch to laptop. You can't chat on Roku, can you? I don't know, guys. I don't know about that.
I don't think you can. Dude, I'll tell you what. I hope our underdog parlay hits. I'll come back here and get me a new TV on Black Friday.
Speaking of, we're about to do that, y'all. We're gonna go back up to the top. We'll start talking about our money line parlay and stuff in just a little bit. Healthport says I like Ohio State in this one too. JK4 Ash, I had picked Ohio to win it all.
Hey guys,
I assume you mean Ohio State, sir. It'd probably be a big ticket if it was Ohio. Patriot, order online and have them bring it to you. Yeah, I'm with you, Patriot. Why don't you just say, hey, bring me that stuff, man?
I do.
JK,
We have that subscription too. I should have, but it was too late.
JK4 Ash says, I have a local farmer that I get grass-fed whole milk from, and it's organic, as is the meat. Dang, you got a hookup, man. Super
Awesome.
James on today's episode of Riding with Will. Will's car tried to take him to work on a day off. Patriot said, don't forget his Fritos, man. He wants barbecue Fritos, man. You better pick them up.
Man, don't worry.
Super James says on the LSU game, I got 2 books with 66.5 total. I still think we're going to be all right in that over, man. I'm probably still going to take it. I just, like Will said, it does kind of seem too easy right there. Patriot, Oklahoma, Memphis, Oregon, and Missouri money line play. Easy money. I like that too, sir. I'll try that, Patriot. Maybe that's the start for our crazy parlay. I'm with it. We can start it with that, man. I'm okay with all those. Patriot says, good luck, bro. Healthport, hey, Cricket, do you remember Denny Crum, Rick Pitino rivalry, Louisville, Kentucky? I do a little bit, man. I was a young man when that was going on, but I do remember a little bit of it. And I love Rick Pitino. I know there's been some scandal with Rick Pitino over the years and stuff, but I think that man's been a legendary basketball coach and been successful anywhere he's gone. But I do remember that rivalry just a little bit, man. Just a little bit. I was a young man. Super James, I certainly remember that healthy. And Healthport says, Super James with exclamation point. They on the same level right now. Oh, this man walking around the store. I was over there reading the chat.
I forgot. I gotta go to Costco today too. Dude. Yeah, it's going good. We're good.
Man, look at it just rolling
man.
through This is the kind of stuff y'all get on our silly goose time, man.
Oh, man.
We're dads and stuff, man. We got things we got to do too sometimes.
God, dude, it's sitting here.
So well, let's go, man. We're gonna start putting this parlay together, man, because I don't have all morning. I got to get stuff put up for y'all. But he said, okay, we're gonna go with Oklahoma. Start this thing off. Let's go with Oklahoma.
Okay.
He said Memphis.
Okay.
Let me check the other ones here.
All right. I like
Oklahoma, Memphis, Oregon, and Missouri on the money line. So let's go. Where is Missouri? Missouri's down here.
Cricket, I think I know the answer to this. You an eggnog fan or no?
No. Absolutely not. I
knew the answer to that.
Shit. Yeah. That sounds terrible. Terrible. All right. What about LSU money line, man? I think I like LSU money line. They're minus 12 at home right here. I don't see a way that they let A&M beat them. I don't know. They did this shit last year. A&M shouldn't have beat them last year. They'd already qualified for the SEC championship game and still had an outside shot at the playoffs, and they go down to A&M and doink that thing. So, but I think LSU rebounds in a big way. I don't think they lose this thing at home in Tiger Stadium right there. Y'all cool? Everybody cool? Chat, we cool with LSU right there? I think I'm going to throw them on there, man.
I think we are. Here it is.
Y'all let me know if y'all don't like that LSU. I like Louisville money line too, man. I love Louisville. Is that the milk, man?
That's the stuff.
That's the stuff they charge you $4 extra for. It's the same thing, man. They just tell you it's organic.
Oh, actually, the one I'm supposed to get is the grass-fed one, but they didn't have the grass-fed one. So
are
whatever.
all cows not grass-fed? Am I missing this boat? Don't all cows eat grass? Like, what do you feed them if they don't eat grass?
I have no idea. I think I should grab diapers too. I don't know if I need diapers, but I know at some point I will, so I'm just going to grab them.
Yeah, they're not going to spoil, bro. You might as well go ahead and grab them. They're not going to go bad, and you will use them.
I kind of want to go see what the chaos is going on down there with the Black Friday deals.
I just want to know what they've been feeding the cows that have been giving my milk, man. I just thought all cows were grass-fed, man.
Dude, I know this owl way too well.
I'm going to throw Louisville on this money line parlay, too, y'all. I like Louisville. I don't see any way they lose that game either right there. Let's see if y'all got grain. They feed them corn. JK4 Ashes, they feed them corn, grain fed, causes inflammation. Damn. We got a bunch of farmers in here, man. Everybody knows their stuff. I guess I'm the only fool that knows that they don't feed all cows grass. I'm not on a lot of organic stuff, y'all. I don't know, man. I don't think I'm gonna be living to be 100. Look at that cocoa melon, man. Yeah, that's right.
That's what he wears. That's what my little one wears.
Yeah, apples and bananas, man. Let's go.
Apples and bananas. Okay, let's go check out the Black Friday deals, huh?
Yeah. Oh shit. I mean, you probably should just hang out, man. Do your thing live from Walmart. Y'all throw some picks in here, man. Hey, what's your take on the UConn game of the year? UMass.
I told you I'm on the UMass catching.
UMass plus 2, man. Hey guys,
we need points.
Bet that game and watch it if you hate money in football. Just bet it and then watch that one, and that'll make you where you don't care about football at all anymore. What about your Rice Owls, man? They're at home against Florida Atlantic, -4, but the line's gone down. They were -5.5 earlier in the week. Scares me. What are you laughing about? Share with us, man. You look at all these people watching you walk through there.
Lava lamp.
Let's see here on some of these. Man, I think you're okay taking Utah -20.5 right there. I think Colorado is ready to be done with this thing. I don't know. Any of y'all out there, if y'all check to see if Shadir's playing or not? I've got the under in this Utah game. That's what I'm going to be on because I don't think
Ooh,
even
we
if
can get
Shadir does
Christmas
play.
pajamas for $10. What are you talking about? Look at that. Look at those little
ugly-
looking things.
Get you a sweater for ugly sweater party, man.
Yeah.
Down through here. Let's see if y'all got any suggestions for the money line. Who y'all like on some of these money lines? He said Pedro said he don't see his Fritos, man.
We're getting there, man.
Super James said you ain't even on the Frito aisle, man.
Look at this. What? How is $4 a sale for a towel? Why does a towel cost $4?
I don't know, man. They ain't even really good towels either, man. It's like they're like a duck's back, man. The water just beads off of it. Don't get you dry or nothing.
No.
Like drying with a sheet of notebook paper.
You know what I'm saying? It's not what it used to be, you know?
No. I think we're safe putting Alabama on this money line parlay, ain't y'all?
Did we put Oregon on it?
Yep, we did. We got Oregon. That's what we started. We got right now. We got excuse me, y'all. Oklahoma, Memphis, Missouri, Oregon, LSU, Louisville, and Alabama right now. 7-teamers plus 344. Let's see.
I think this when I go to Costco today, huh?
Just stream. You start your own show. That's good for the uncensored pharmacist, man.
Yeah. No, I'll do that here. I'll talk sports while I'm shopping at Costco. What are you talking about?
That's right. I just feel like that's a good spot for real life situations, man. Give you time to rant about some things that pissing you off.
Oh God, yeah. I probably don't want to do that at Costco though. People are like, sir, we're gonna have to revoke your membership.
You know how bad you gotta fuck up to get your Costco membership taken from you? You gotta do some real sketchy shit for that, man. He said, hold my beer, man. What y'all think? Another one I like.
Thank you.
I like Arizona money line as well, man. They're minus 11 right there. Minus 395 money line. I think we can throw Arizona on
Who are
that.
they playing? Who are they playing?
State.
Utah?
Arizona State.
Oh, Arizona State. Oh, the Utah game was last game. Yeah, I like Arizona. Absolutely.
I like that Arizona team in general, man. I think they've been playing some real good football in this thing.
Either Black Friday deals have just gotten terrible, or the economy is shit right now because there's no one here. Probably the latter.
I was going to say probably the latter, man. Ain't nobody got no money, man.
That's what I'm saying. Until they hit this parlay that we put together.
That's right.
You too. Thank you.
How do y'all feel about UNLV money line? Buku says he likes it. Patriot likes it. UNLV minus 130. Let's see where it's at right there. I want to ask y'all give me y'all's opinion on Appy State as well. I like Appy State money line. I think they're going to cover that spread. It was opened at 8.5, maybe 8 even, but it's gone up to minus 9.5. I know we had my guy AK on here. He's an Appy State Mountaineer alumni, man. Man played on. He got 3 national championships, beat Michigan in the Big House. He says be careful with this one because Georgia Southern Appy State big time rivalry game. But I think Appy State is playing much better football right now after going down to James Madison getting the win in OT last week. And Georgia Southern, I just don't think they're going to have the stay power at Appy State right here. And that line going up makes me feel better about it. I think we're good with Appy State money line.
I like it.
And then y'all said UNLV. The chat wants UNLV. Let me find that one. It's down here somewhere.
Throw it in there.
I'm going to.
Run the Rebels.
Scroll past it. There it is right there. UNLV minus 135. That's going to bump us up there a little bit.
Cold.
Bump us up there. We got
for the right occasion.
We got a 10-teamer at plus 1129 right now. Let's just scroll down through and see here if we want anything
10-teamer, 1129. That sounds good.
It does sound pretty good. I was going to see if there's anything else we wanted to throw on here. I think we're safe with throwing Washington on there against your Cougs. You're probably going to X-nay that one, ain't you?
You guys bet that at your own risk, man.
Yeah, we're going to leave that one alone. We're going to leave that one alone just because I've seen crazy things happen. I'll tell you what, I do like West Virginia money line at Baylor, though. That line is also...
You have Alabama in there?
Yeah, we got Alabama on there.
Okay, good.
And West Virginia's line is creeped up, too. West Virginia's playing pretty good football. Baylor's not a good football team, even at home. You can't really factor all in. Outside of that crazy comeback at UCF, the biggest comeback in school history, thanks fucking UCF. Ugh. But Baylor right here is not a very good football team. And, I could
see... Sorry, Pidge, for once. It's like they're all out of Fritos.
All out of Fritos.
That's like the only thing people came here for Black Friday was Fritos.
Full-face lie, man. You know they ain't ever out of barbecue Fritos.
No, dude, they are. That's the only thing that was taken. It was on sale Black Friday, $1 a bag.
Oh, Patriot done said he likes UCF after he just told me throw that shade at him. I'll put it on there, but don't think I won't get on here and crow if those fools find a way to screw it up. I can't stand those idiots, man. They ain't done nothing. They're on the no bet list, but I'll put them on there for y'all as soon as I find it right here. What is UCF and they're playing Houston, ain't they? There it is right there.
And
And then
I might get a
UCF.
haircut this weekend. That reminds me. I get my hair, my ears lowered. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. We'll put
You guys,
UCF on.
this is like a straight look into what my brain thinks of when I'm driving around doing something. Ooh, Papa Murphy's taking bake tonight. I'm thinking about it.
That's right. Thinking about it. I think we put let's see, anybody else down here that we I think Kansas State maybe. I think Kansas State. I don't know if they cover that one against Iowa State right there. Give them the 10, but I think they definitely at least win the game at home.
Yeah, I'm just glad we had good football on all day yesterday. I mean, depending on how the games went. I mean, something to bet on. But we got games on all day today. I ain't got to work unless for some reason someone calls in sick and I got to head down to work. But we've got games all day tomorrow. Sunday. It's going to be a good weekend.
It is going to be a good weekend. You're not wrong, sir. All right, here we go, man. I'm gonna go down through it. Let me know if there's any of these y'all want to take off or anything like that. We got a 13-teamer right now, currently looking at plus 2157. So we'll go down through it for y'all. We got Oklahoma,
Boom.
Memphis, Missouri, Oregon, LSU, Louisville, Alabama, Arizona, Appy State, UNLV,
Run
UCF,
reps. Yep.
Kansas State, and West Virginia.
Who's Kansas State playing again?
Iowa State. They're playing at Kansas State.
I don't like that one.
All right, he wants that one gone.
I don't like that one.
All right, well, now we got a 12-teamer at plus 1682.
Okay.
I think I could live with that.
You know how many cars here have an FJB and a Let's Go Brandon sticker on their cars?
What does that mean?
A lot. FJB? Chat?
Yeah.
Let Cricket know what FJB means and what Let's Go Brandon means.
Is that a no, you're good. You're good, Patriot. Patriot said, take UCF off, feeling pressured. You're not pressured, bro. I think you're fine with that one. I just hate him. Part of it. But what does FJB mean? Oh, fuck Joe Biden.
That's when you see a Let's Go Brandon. Let's Go Brandon means fuck Joe Biden.
They're all piling in through here too, man. There's they just keep coming in. Everybody
fuck Joe. Yeah, I knew the chat would know.
I guess I'm the only person in the world that didn't know what that meant.
How do you not? You never saw that clip of how that started?
No, man, I don't pay no attention.
You're in the South and you're not watching these NASCAR games?
No, I don't give a shit about that. Man, NASCAR was much better when I was younger. I have been to several NASCAR races in the infield in Atlanta and Daytona when I was younger, but NASCAR is not what it used to be. So no, I don't pay attention to that shit anymore.
So this is what happened, Cricket. I'm gonna have to pull it up for you sometime. But so some guy wins one of these NASCAR races, right? And they're doing the interview down on the track, right? And I don't remember his name. I just know his first name was Brandon. And so they're doing the interview, and while they're doing the interview, like this is live on TV, you just hear in the background the crowd are yelling, "Fuck Joe Biden, fuck Joe." That's what they're yelling, right? And the lady goes, and it's loud. It's loud, right? And so the lady doing the interview, she thinks she's turned to the crowd, and she's like, "Oh, look at the crowd is getting rowdy for you. They must be really behind you. Let's turn around and listen to what the crowd's saying." And you just hear the crowd go, "Fuck Joe Biden." She turns around, she goes, "Yeah, they said, let's go, Brandon." Like, for the NASCAR guy, like they're cheering him on, and clear as day, you can say that is not what they said. So that's why everyone says, "Let's go, Brandon."
Okay.
It means fuck Joe Biden.
I totally would not know that, man. That is not my area of expertise.
Dude, you got to watch the clip, though. I'll pull it up tomorrow, or next time we do a stream. It's so funny. It's so funny because she's just trying to keep it cool. She's like, "Yeah, they said let's go, Brandon." As you clearly hear them say, "Fuck Joe Biden."
Yeah, that's fair. Super James says good enough reason to live in Idaho.
That's one of the perks here.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Like I said,
I just got my Idaho plates too, man. I got to put them on this truck today.
Man, y'all gonna make me a political analyst for this thing's over with. I'll be able to use computers and talk politics.
Yeah,
man,
buddy.
I am going places in the world, man. That's
right. Yeah,
all right, Healthport wanted to throw Washington on that money line parlay, so we put it in there at minus 800. So we're back to a 13-teamer plus 1905. I'm gonna read this thing off to y'all, and then I'm probably gonna have to hop off here because I gotta get my stuff done. We're over our 2-hour mark and all that. Maybe we can do something later today. But I'm gonna read this parlay off to y'all, and I'll get it typed up and shared and everything. But we got Oklahoma, Memphis, Missouri, Oregon, LSU, Louisville, Alabama, Arizona, Appy State, UNLV, UCF, West Virginia, and Washington. That is a 13-teamer plus 1905 right there. 10 to win you about 190, 100 win you 1900 on that thing. That's a pretty good little payday right there, man.
Hot damn. I
like
like
it.
it.
That feels
I like it.
like a
And
winner,
then
man.
when my Cougars are the last leg and they fuck everyone, I'm just going to be sitting there saying, told you. I hate them.
I'm
now
gonna be
you guys know why I hate them.
And when Kansas State blows the doors off Iowa State, I'm going to blame you for costing us value.
It's better to cost value instead of ruin the whole parlay.
That's right. That's right. Well, you got anything you want to talk to these folks about before we get out of here, man?
No, nothing. I might probably do something live later. I got to go to Costco today, as I was saying. We're going to go do that. I'm curious. I've never been to Costco on Black Friday. I don't even think they do Black Friday stuff, but that'll be interesting.
Ugh.
But I'm definitely going to put out some sort of content, maybe go live later at nap time. We've got the Black Friday game in the NFL. That's another thing, too. It's a weird time. God, that throws everything off, huh? That does.
It's a weird time. Like I said, I got to get that stuff out. I got this parlay.
What's the over in that game, the over-under? You know?
What, the NFL game?
Yeah.
I can tell you in just a second. It's like 40.5 or something. Yeah, 40.5.
I kind of feel like the over's a play there.
I think
it's a weird time. Defense a little sluggish. Everyone's got too much turkey in them.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think if you're gonna pick one, I think maybe the over right there. I don't know. I'll probably stay away from that. I might have to dive into that game a little more before I get Creeks Picks out for it. But yeah, that's gonna be a weird one right there.
Yeah, but that's all I got planned today. And then we will post something out there, and when we figure out what the hell we're gonna do over the weekend we're gonna do a show in the morning or not. I'm leaning towards yes.
Yeah, I am too, man. We'll figure it out. We'll let y'all know. You know, just keep your notifications on. Check that out. Remember, guys, go check out Underdog Fantasy over there, man. They are trying to give you some money away, get that thing cranked up some. So go check them out. A lot of fun. Just pick higher or lower on a player, man.
Use promo code Rumble.
That's right. That's right. And then sportspicks.locals.com. If you're not signed up yet, get in there before the end of the month. Take advantage of the promo. Just use the promo code Thanksgiving, and you will get 40% off of your annual subscription. That's a couple $100 value right there, y'all, and you'll make your money back tenfold, taking the great Robert Barnes official picks right there. So get over to sportspicks.locals.com because we turn the odds in your favor. Man, always a good time.
Check this. I don't think I can turn this camera around. I was going to show you. I actually got my garage all organized and cleaned up. Finally, everything's kind of stacked up nice and neat. Can actually use it. I just got to sell this table. You want a table? I got a big-ass table.
No.
Handmade.
No, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate that. That probably cost like $9 million. I could probably buy 3 tables for what it would cost to ship that thing to Tennessee. So, yeah. I
give me an excuse to drive down and bring it to you. I'll deliver it myself.
That's right. Fair enough. Hey, come on then. Yeah, I'll take it then. Come on, man. That sounds like a good deal. Well, chat, man, shout out to the chat right here. You know who you are. You got JK4 Ash, Patriots, Super James, Buku. I don't know if my guy Pissant was in here this morning. I didn't notice him there. Health Port.
He probably just still counting all that money he put on San Francisco last night, just raking it in.
He probably is. If I didn't mean to forget any of y'all. If I did, we love y'all. Y'all are the real MVP. Y'all are what make this show right here. We appreciate y'all being here. Mark came in, spit some knowledge to us. So I don't think I missed anybody, but if I did, we love y'all, and don't take offense, man. That didn't mean nothing by it. But hope you guys have a great day out there. Good luck on all your wagers. You and your beautiful family stay safe. We're going to try to gear up for a big-time weekend, try to make a bunch of money. We got all kinds of action, y'all. So let's get here, get ready to go. Good luck to you today. We'll be back with you probably tomorrow. I think we're probably going to end up doing a show tomorrow. So we'll probably be here bright and early, maybe a little bit later, maybe 8 o'clock or something like that. But we'll let y'all know what's going on there. Check your Twitters and all that stuff. But good luck today. Be safe out there. And until next time, good luck and good gambling.